Send thumbs up, the soca take over me body. The rhythm mix with the bass, and I shall have flex in our waist. If it drop and take the place, like Godzilla inside the place. The feeling is so strange, something I can't explain. The music just takes over me. Cause it feel like rebel in me, soca me, so I feel like rebel in me, soca me, so I feel like rebel in me, soca me, so I feel like rebel in me, soca me. So far across the sky, sweet Roshni. If it is meant to be, baby, then it's with me. But every day and night I am going crazy. Cause it hard, hard, hard. It hard, so hard. This country too cold and I'm missing you bad. It hard, hard, hard. It hard, so hard. This country too cold and I'm missing you bad. I feel so alone. I need to come home. drum. Can you hear it? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's your boy Dan. Yeah, 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 yeah. They wanna know what vibes I does beyond. Tell me now. What I drinking. Tell me now. What I sipping. Yeah, they wanna know what vibes I does beyond. Tell me now. What I drinking. Tell me now. What I sipping.
City, Power Radio. I know, we're kind of late, right? Is it a time I'm moving too fast or we moving too slow? I want to say good evening to each and everyone. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, and also you. We here. There's some Swaliga grassroots movement. We in the building. So you know what? Tell your friend. Yeah, they reached. They just reached. They just reached. Thought it wasn't coming again, but they reached. It's about almost a half an hour late. Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad, man. But you know how it is when you got many things to do with a little bit of time to do it, and you try to squeeze in everything in a little bit of time. That's what happened to the School League grassroots movement. We are so tired of trying to do everything at the same time. But it got to be done, so we got to try to make it happen. We got to make it happen. We want to apologize for the late start. I'm sorry about that. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your neighbors, tell them that we finally reach, and we'll compensate something back to you. Okay? You know how we does it here, the Soliga grassroots movement. We're here to defend the St. Martin people. We're here to say that St. Martin people deserve better than what they're getting from their leadership, from whoever is in position to make it happen for them. We're here to say that the St. Martin people must come first in their country. This is their country. Why not? Why we have to be last in everything? You know? So we stand up against that, and we stand up boldly. When everybody else, they stand up for everybody, we stand up for the St. Martin people. And I want to underline St. Martin people. And that don't mean we have nothing against anybody else, eh? No, that have absolutely nothing to do with that. We love everybody, but we're defending the St. Martin people. You understand? So this is what's going on here. So we got to give the Almighty all the praises, all the glory. Tell him thanks. To Jaja, thanks for giving us the strength, the wisdom, the courage. Keep on fighting for another day. And this is what we love doing. We love to stand up for what is right. Because God don't like ugly, so we stand up for what is righteous. You understand? And with that, we're going to kick out the program. I already got Mr. Harris in the house. I also got Mr. JJ all the way in the building. So this is how we're going to do it. Yeah, Mr. Horace, your mic is on.
Oh, good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah. Actually, I apologize for the lateness.
Yeah. You have to say sorry.
Yeah. Well, again, we say sacrifice we are involved in, and some of the time that's difficult. Things are beyond our control, so it's not apology. It's just we could be late, but we would for sure not abandon what we commit ourselves to. Yeah, this evening we would, how should we say that, start to do a little bit of catching up because it seems like a lot of people out there in love with grassroots. I don't know whether that's good love or bad love, but
They like us,
they like us bad. But what we did do is, to our advantage, is that the internet station permits how they say, open and frank conversation with you, the listeners. So we probably will just discuss a bit on events around the match, or the protest match that were held on Wednesday and Thursday of last week, and the consequences for the grassroots. So I guess this evening we're just going to use the term, the effect of the crabbish mentality, of which Butter talk about. So I guess the more we go forward, the more we find out that Butter beginning to look like a prophet for bad reasons or for bad statement. But however they are, it is becoming more and more evident. But we'll deal with that. So before and our the brother JJ would be spent some time last week, so I guess got a title by now, the man with the biggest chat room on WhatsApp. um, yeah, so if you get if for only one reason get on the WhatsApp because you got all your phone gonna do you all this BB whatever song you hand it, and that all to no ring all because the now famous S6M what's
XSM wake up.
XXM wake up
yes
group chat.
yes group chat. And as he says, it's wide open for more memberships. So if you want in, then get to JJ, or
Here's my number.
he would give his number
Yeah.
eventually, and he would put you on. So he almost half the way for the limit that exists with WhatsApp. So place is limited.
I'm gonna create a chat room too, number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
I know how that gonna work out. Some gonna get left in the first one, the second one. That should be difficult, but anyhow.
Fine.
Yeah, but before we do that, we get another mission of why we are here. Some of the other brothers, or the handful extra that spends the time with us on Wednesday, on Friday evening, can't make it, and if they do appear, then you just will hear their voice. So before we get there, and I'm thinking Freddie, I'm thinking Mystic, the girl doing. It's a bit impractical for them, so they probably would just appear by miracle.
Mhm.
So we're going to get on with the program since we're running a little late, and I'm sure you are impatient to find out what the night program is all about.
Mm. Okay. Let me go with our motto before we bring in our guest, JJ. It does not require a majority to prevail, but rather an tireless minority keen to set brush fires in people's mind. And this is what we like doing. We like setting brush fires, positive brush fires, in people's mind. And who's a St. Martin? Our definition of who's a St. Martin. And I hear some people picking up the word now and going to all kind of strictness with it. They give me the definition of what a St. Martin these days too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. And you wouldn't imagine who it is. You'll be surprised when I tell you who to be. Talking a bunch of stupidness about who's a St. Martin. Here's the real one. This is official who's a St. Martin. A St. Martin is a person who can trace his or her roots from one or both parents to 1963 or before that. These are bloodline relatives who cannot be separated by nationality or colonial borders. It's not about born here or born to be here. It's about blood. And that's how you determine. The reason why we put it like that, right? Because take a little example of can a goat make a cow? Or can a mango tree bear coconuts? You understand? So that's why that's really why we come up with this with our motto, who's a St. Martin, our definition of who's a St. Martin, because it's by blood, And of course, you got people who are not from St. Martin. I keep repeating this all the time, who definitely contribute positive to this island, and we embrace them. We recognize you. You are a good person who from somewhere that is contributing positive to this island. And we got nothing wrong with that. We embrace you, and we see you as one, just like one of us. But how can I tell you that you are St. Martin when you was born in Jamaica? And when you're ready, you tell me you're Jamaican. So which means you're Jamaican and a St. Martin at the same time. You understand? So it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Some people call themselves a St. Martin only because it's convenient to them. And this is why we don't get fooled or get carried away with the idea of because a person is nice. They're supposed to be nice in their country. They're supposed to contribute positively in their country. That's why they come here. They come here to make a living. So do positively. And we respect you for that. You understand? St. Martin people are special people. We are people of faith. We are people of love. St. Martin people is people of unity. And we are a friendly island. We will pursue the plan that God has for our life in this beautiful island because we say so. And if we say so, it can't be nowhere else. But if it wasn't so, we wouldn't have said it so. So that's why we say so. Yeah, man. They had a debate out on the radio this week on there,
Mm-hmm.
and this brother decide, as long you're born in St. Martin, you're St. Martin. As long you went school and you work and you pay taxes, you're St. Martin.
I think I hear. No.
You know what I mean? Joke.
Let's say he was carried away. Let's say he was carried away in the steam of the. But at the same time, then we're gonna see you ain't got no rights, losing control under pressure.
Yeah, you can't get carried away with these kind of because that is a petite situation compared to the big thing. What's supposed to come to you?
Yeah.
What will happen when the big one come now?
But
if you can't handle a small
look,
one,
it is all part of the counter attack for the works that grassroots is doing.
Yeah.
And I think the question was posed to him just based on an attempt to counter the definition of who is a St. Martin. It wasn't. I don't think it was done. So the interviewer knew fully well what he was doing. He pitched it at him because probably he just can't attack grassroots anymore. He don't got the fight in him to do it anymore. And this expert chose now to go and just play right up his alley. So what would have be probably good comment up to now? He kicked down a whole bowl of milk because comments like that. This is what we learning. Let's put it that way. And I keep saying of the example, and I will use it again. In the food business, and just for example's sake, there was this Puerto Rico salesman sending your order, ship arrive in St. Martin every weekend. And then he come after, of course, to come collect his money. But the point is this day he reached before the ship because something wrong with the engine. The question I posed to him was, so that mean there wouldn't be any merchandise this week? And his answer was, no, the ship is being repaired on the way. He said, one of the engine is working. We would repair the other engine while the ship is moving. So even if you're going half the speed, we keep going. We don't stop the ship because you got a problem. I'm saying that to say what? I'm saying that to say there's a lot of imperfection in the struggle that we are going through. And we cannot slow down to fix nobody. We just have to carry on the struggle. Yeah. And try to educate those who's making faults along the way while the struggle is going on. Yes, so there's no breaks, nothing could be stopped. Who create faults and whatever to be would have to be dealt with while the struggle is going on, which double the work for us. It shouldn't be because these are individuals that is capable and should be able to understand. But we have to get over it, and it's not unfortunate. I think it always happens in these type of situation and these type of struggles. So we just must understand that it is us that is observing it because we are involved now. But all big struggles, or national struggles of survival, have always had distractors, traitors, innocent yet destructive, mean well but yet misunderstand type of situations, and we will see a lot of it as we go along. So the idea is not to say nothing is wrong with it. It would be nice that it don't happen. It's just though that it really shocks you when you see it or hear it
from certain people.
I think that's mainly the part that we would want to point out in a situation like that. But again, there's only one official definition of who the St. Martin is, and that is the one that the grassroots has given you. When we speak with a certain amount of history and ties to this country. We have a problem with people feel that you just come and you should act as if you clinging to your history, but at the same time you tell me drop my own. And the part that kills us is there's always those who want to befriend them, who don't want to look controversial, who don't want to be seen as against this and stand up for nothing. who want you to think that they conscious, that they smart, that they brilliant, yet every act they make is that of a fool, you know. But look, it was never easy to stand up, and it wouldn't be different for us. So all of the big fighters and strugglers, and I'm thinking Ho Chi Minh, I'm thinking Martin, I'm thinking Malcolm, to mention in America, but whether you're going to Haitian struggle in Trinidad, you know, the Jamaican struggle, or whichever struggle that you could think of, all had gone through the stages that we are observing right now. I'm thinking the Guyanese, the English one. I think that's with this guy who dominating St. Martin economy right now. The Indian guy, for the insurance, not Chico,
Maxud.
Maxud. But there was this, and he was killed. Walter Rodney, massive, brilliant struggler, Caribbean black man, wrote up quite a few books, and he was killed for his values. I think in the 80s he was killed, Walter Rodney. So, and the business that we are dealing into, in this type of work, is dangerous work. I mean, you know. But the point is once one is committed. Fear is not an option. Fear is not an issue. You do what you got to do. The risk has always been there, but then again, at the same time, the reward is good. And if you wouldn't die in vain. The people remember those that stood for something. It does not remember, or people doesn't remember those that just live a fancy and comfortable life. You're dying, you're gone. You know. So I think the soil that we have chosen is the best one because it is for life and it's not for comfort. And we are comfortable with what we do.
Yeah, to me, a person live and don't contribute positively to.
It's a wasted life.
It's a waste life. You have to have a purpose for living and a positive and contribution for being a person that passed through life, so that when you go, you leave your legacy, you leave your name for someone who did something positive. There are those who do negative to the name stay on, but as a negative. So to me, a person should be remembered for something that they did for being a part of living in this world. And we have a young man in front of us also who's young in the struggle, but he's standing up. He's standing up, and these are the kind of young people that St. Martin need right now. Some young, strong people believe in what they're doing and got a zeal for it, got a fighting spirit to fight for your nation. And everybody getting to know him right now. You got, like you say just now, you got one of the biggest chat room right now on the internet, on the WhatsApp, on social media, and the man he's doing a brilliant job. Congratulations, JJ.
All the way.
All the JJ.
All the mother muffin way.
All the mother muffin way. You can find this already.
I was about to say the plug up poll.
I might get banned again.
Look at
yeah, man.
I've been banned left and right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And you get banned from one station.
One station. That's okay. I still love them, you understand? So, you know, they did what they had to do, you know, so I can't be vexed with them, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Big up to Power Radio one time. Big up to the grassroots movement. Big up to all the chat room people who's online right now, you know, 139 of them. Big up to Geraldine Shoes, Lexus, Xavier, Jasmine Richardson. I just talking about those who are online right now. I want to jealousy. Jordan, who active?
Yeah.
You know?
So you want to big up, you got to get active.
Yes.
Yeah, so Nicole, that's going cause Geraldine, that's going cause Lexus. I believe that's Forest Bay.
French Quarter.
No, Lexus from Forest Bay, man.
He French Bay now?
I don't know. He living right now. I know he from Forest Bay. But he hear me,
Yeah,
so
but-
maybe he might confirm right now.
I-
Jasmine, that's French Quarter for sure.
Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah.
So yeah, JJ's in the house.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so very happy to be here once again. I think that's my third time or second time.
I think you were here last week. So this
Yeah,
should
second
be
time, man.
your
Second time.
second time.
My second time here. So yeah, we here.
Yeah. So we brought you in.
I mean Geraldina, sorry.
Hmm?
No,
Daniel Gibbs. Yes, that's a famous word, Daniel Gibbs. What happened is on almost 6 weeks now, because it's this week it's done. We were responding on Youth Radio to the issue of comments that Daniel Gibbs made concerning certain of our position. And you did call in response to that particular issue, among which I must admit I was on the air, but on the program, but I occupy in my mind from while I'm not talking for the next session. I really didn't consider, but I did remember hearing, yes, of course, the word anti-man. But so the issue though is whether, for me, at one point in time when we understand that he went and he saw the management of Youth Radio, I thought that it meant that you actually call him an anti-man. So I couldn't defend it. In other words, because my mind was not locked onto what are the definition. Now, on clarification, you said you were talking about him and his anti-man friends.
In France.
And the anti-man's friend of France. Nonsense, Martin.
No.
Okay, then. So yeah, that's the part that. But no. So no clarification. It's not that you did not call him anti-man. You call the statement exactly was what.
I will.
All he care about.
I will clarify it. You want me to clarify?
Yes, go.
What I said, there was a program, the grassroots program that I always tune in all the time. Big up to the grassroots one time, and I believe you guys was on his case, not on his as a deputy case. Saying that he's not probably doing his job.
Yes.
As a deputy. So I called in the radio station and I said, and I stand by what I said. I don't apologize. I will not apologize. They want to sue me tomorrow. You go ahead, my friend. I said, and I mean it, Daniel Gibbs, the deputy of French St. Martin, does not care about St. Martin people. He only care about the anti-man friends and friends. That's what I said. I did not say that Daniel Gibbs is anti-man. I say he only care about his anti-man friends and friends. But the problem about it, this government, our local government, there was a first, I believe, after Sabre, before Sabre, to marry two anti-man. The two fellows there, the two coiffeurs. You understand? I ain't see nobody talking about it and want to ban anybody on air. The government of France under Francois Hollande, the first thing they do as soon as they put into office is to legalize the anti-man business. So why everybody jump in my case? If I talk about violence against the anti-man community, I would say patient. And people say anti-man. Why did I say anti-man? But anti-man is that's real language. That's Semitic language.
Yeah.
It's anti-man business. Anti-man to be, anti-man to will be. I didn't learn about gay business or homosexual. I learned anti-man. Because I believe I say, homosexual and gay, the lesbian community, the transgender, don't have a problem. But just people have a problem with the anti-man business. You understand? Because listen, if I was in Daniel Gibbs' case, if somebody say that, Jay, you only care about care, you don't care about St. Martin people, you only care about your anti-man friends. I want to feel offended. You know why? Because the only time I feel offended about if you say if I don't care about my people. I will leave the anti-man business aside because I know I'm not an anti-man, so that won't bother you. That can't touch me. But when you tell me I don't care about my St. Martin people, I'll be more pull field under the sandbox tree about that. More vexed about that. But he don't care about that part. He don't care about the anti-man this part. So I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Because what can you say about JJ? You know what you say, I don't care about my St. Martin people. I don't like what you say now because I love my St. Martin people. You don't say that. You're mostly focused on the anti-man business. You don't care about that. When to your government, what vote that into law. When to your government, what marry the two coiffeurs.
He never said nothing against it.
You understand? So, what going on? You understand? Is an anti-man to be, anti-man to will be. And if you want to sue me tomorrow, and again, we live in a period of douane. I have the rights, you know, there's no constitution, la liberté d'expression, la liberté d'opinion, you understand? I did not say any violent thing against the homosexuality community. I said the guy only care, you don't care about St. Martin people, you only care about your anti-man friends and friends because that's the only people you're working for. They getting everything, we don't get nothing. Take a look at it. That's the only community who is happy.
But no, to me, if he want to push a case like that, he'll have to come and prove that he don't have a friend who's anti-man.
No, he can't.
Yeah, because then he could say that what you say is not true because I don't have an anti-man friend.
Oh no? So what about them fellas in l'Assemblée nationale? What it be? What it be? The only way you can vote a homosexual line to play because he's an anti-man. If I'm a deputy, I can't vote for that. Actually, 100%. If they tell you straight, and they tell you know what, from now on, we want to vote anti-man business into law, would you vote for it?
No.
Of course.
No, I wouldn't vote for it.
Simple as that. So you have to be an anti-man to vote for that.
And even though I got nothing against anti-man, but I gonna say, you know what happened? Leave me out of this. You take care of your anti-man business, and I gonna stay with my not anti-man business. But what I'm saying is that if he want to prove his point, he would have to prove the world that he don't have a friend who is an anti-man. You understand? If he could prove that he don't have no friends around him, around his circle as anti-man, then he got case.
But everybody have anti-man friends.
Exactly.
I have lesbian friends. I have anti-man friends, but they know the place. They come with an anti-man, but I ain't gonna go no shopping up with you. No, you understand? It's hi, hello, where you say everything bless. But me walking down street with you or going out in the back on a scooter with you, you ain't going to back on me for sure. You understand? You understand? If I see you here where you say everything bless, that's it. I have anti-man. I'm not going to say friends, but hey, we're going on. Everything cool? I respect your life, you respect my life. Because I love women. You understand? You will never see me in that kind of business. So he can't say that he don't have none. But I believe it's mostly, he just don't let the grassroots. So they using that as a technical. You understand? So the radio could pull a plug on the grassroots. So because that happened a month ago, so why not I bringing it up? Yeah. If you were so bothered about it, you would have bring it up the other day.
Exactly.
But a month afterwards, that thing done dead already. Yeah. Come on. You understand? So why you don't come to me and tell you why you say I'm going to the same place? You don't care about us. You only care about your anti-man friends and friends. And it's true. Only they care about because there's the only one who happy. You understand? And I stand behind my comment. And they don't want to go to the gendarmerie for la combine against me. My name is Jean-Barry Hodge, né le 26/2/1977 à Saint-Martin. So you have every detail of me. You go sue me if you want. You understand? And I'm going to say, if you come in front of the judge, I'm going to say, Monsieur le juge, ce monsieur, il n'a rien à cirer des Saint-Martinois. Il pense qu'à CPD. That's exactly what I tell the judge.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Mais c'est vrai.
At least tonight, so like we could do comedy too. I know.
You concerned about the comment when I say about you don't care about St. Martin, but you're more concerned about the anti-man business. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't
You legalize it, and you're crying. You're the one who legalize it, you're crying. And I get them banned for that.
Okay, the part that we have though is with it though then is the reason why he has done it. This is where now we don't think it's a joke, where we take it all serious, and we know that yes, it's another boy to get to where he want to go, and that is to silence the grassroots program, shut down the grassroots program. Maybe he can't destroy it, and he know no one. But his mission is to silence the program. Now we know that as a possibility already. We know that the whole political establishment wish that we would drop dead We're gonna dead when God wants us dead. So they also that's a problem for them.
So they're nervous.
Yeah, they know they just ain't comfortable, man. They ain't good no more.
Nervous, they don't nervous, they frightened.
No, nervous is they terrorize. I think that's
like Marine Le Pen le sait. On les fait trembler.
yeah. They trembling, they terrorize,
On
they
les fait
nervous.
trembler because they're afraid.
Yes.
They're afraid. Because if you want to afraid, you want to make a show. Ah, man, they man just talking. But right now, why? By this thing getting serious, by let me pull the plug on the fellows. Because they're getting dangerous.
And that's the reason. Now, I think Daniel Gibbs is the first one that we learn or feel that he had found a technicality in his attempt to get at us. Now, we observe in their behavior that none cannot create or find a dent in our message. They can't get us on that. Not too clean. Because it's the truth. But wherever they find a little technicality that has absolutely nothing to do with it is where they try to get at you. And that is what so they felt that the little opening was that. JJ called him, figured, yeah, JJ see the one after man. No, it's not the context in which it was used was not even the issue by the after man, and that's a bad one. That's supposed to be on the radio. Well, that's how they see it.
The man is like gay and homosexual. It's just a local Samaritan name.
No, well, we understand that.
Massisi, PD, fag.
Oh, this is a whole definition of the word tonight.
Yeah.
But that's what I learned when I was school. That I learned from small.
It is.
And
It's nothing but that.
so this little opening is what they found or what he thought he found. And well, he did. Now he went to the radio, the management of the radio station, and
They shouldn't fall for that. Trust me.
And well, I don't have the word threaten them, but maybe throw his weight on them, in order to wheel a scene.
But you cannot threaten them. They cannot lose their license because of that. They cannot lose their license because of that. Because are they not, if they call in and threaten in a violent way the homosexual community, right now, Jana will be calling me. You understand? That's a different story right now. You understand? They can't fall for that. They cannot fall for that. They cannot fall for that. They cannot fall. They cannot lose their license because of that. Because you live in a pays de droit, il y a la liberté d'expression, liberté d'opinion. And the French Constitution, les droits de l'homme, they also say nul ne peut s'inquiéter de ses opinions personnelles. Nul ne peut s'inquiéter. So which means you cannot be frightened about what you say as long as you don't threaten nobody. If I say that you only care, you don't care. If I go in front of François Hollande and I say that Monsieur François Hollande, you don't care about St. Martin, people you only care about Canada, my friends. He could smile, but he can't do me nothing. You understand? So I don't know what the radio station want or you could lose your license. You can't lose your license because of that. You cannot lose your license because of that. That's not defamation. If I call you a homosexual, it's a different story. I did not call that. If I say that, if I did say this, Daniel Gibbs does not care about St. Martin people. He anti-man. He anti-man self. You understand? He walk like an anti-man. That's a different story. But I said you care about your anti-man friends. You understand? Your petty friends. Bon de Massisi. That's what I said. Because what the part about this word anti-man is how you say it. Because I said it in a radical way. So that will have people present. But if you sit and listen, if I say this, hello, yeah, I believe that Daniel Gibbs, he does not care about the St. Martin people, and I mostly believe that he more have a soft heart for the gay community. You will never hear nothing. You will never hear nothing because you're sitting on nice way. Me gonna sit on nice way for you. I want to give it to you. Radical. You only care about getting my friends.
Yeah, but I think is the whole thing about this story right now is that they're looking for a loophole to get at what they got.
Next election, that's the way.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And
you can't afford to lose that deputy seat, boy. Trust me.
Yeah, and this was a chance to do it. The thing that we would have get scared, the thing that the grassroots would have started changing the tone, and they threaten the radio station.
Yeah, I understand.
They know they can't threaten we.
Yeah, I understand.
So how am I gonna do it? I can threaten the radio station and tell them I can close them down.
Yeah, pull a plug on them.
Pull a plug on them.
Yeah.
So the radio station, of course, that's their gig. That's the bread and butter.
I can.
So
Even though they, I believe I heard that there was, I don't know if it's true, they were bashing me yesterday. So I heard JJ name come up and something I heard that I did not listen to it. People say me that they were talking bad about me, but that's okay. I still love you guys, and you guys still some madness like me, whatever fight I in, your boy gonna be first and the last one to leave. You understand? I love my St. Martin people. I love my St. Martin people, but I don't love traitors. I get them bashed because I call him BDD a traitor and a snake, and I mean what I said. I stand behind those words, and BDD know that I'm the kind of person that go in the station and tell him that in the face. For sure, he will tell you that one thing with JJ, he this, he that, but he gonna tell it to you, he gonna give to you the radical way. You understand? And I'm very upset about that because we was on a battlefield fighting for the French Quarter people, for the Caribbean, for the grain cars, cheers and all of that. And the prefect called in BDD, and he put on live. And when we tried to call him to give our side of the story, he tell us to come in the other day. I vex because what would you want to tell us to come in the other day? You understand? You don't know if you're gonna survive the other day. Look, Cedric. He almost lose his life with the wife and that same night. And you tell him to come in the other day. He could have died there. He could have, if he can go park the other side, he could have died. You understand? Why we should come in the other day? Why you want us to come in there? Oh, you have a program, you have ads. So your program, your ads more important than St. Martin people? And you're the one who always on air talking about St. Martin people should come together, St. Martin people first, and we call you to give us out, so you're not putting us on the air. And your radio station is public property. That's not his station, that's a foundation. That's public property there. That's public property. If I want to pull a plug and play, I go just write up a letter to CSI and the TDF and I shut him down. But what they want to say, yes, you do that another St. Martin. But you have to know your place too. You understand? And when you call him right now, you're cutting us, you're cutting the people out because you don't agree. You don't do them kind of thing. I go sue him for that. I go have him shut down. You don't do that. As long as I don't call a station and cause bad word, you can't cut me off. So imagine a man like that, you put him into government. What do you think he will do to you when you have a problem? You go into your office, you want to say, BDD, you know what? I have a problem with that. You know what you're going to say? Get out of my office. He want to hear nothing.
He cut you off the radio? Huh? He cut you off the radio?
Well, of course, when on a Thursday night, when the party over, we call in. You understand? Different, I think Sophie called in too. But when I call in, because somebody called in, he was saying you were bigging up, people were complaining about, yeah, you shouldn't block French Quarter and this and that, but they talking about you shouldn't block French Quarter, but what were you to give us advice? You understand? So I called in and said, you can't big up nobody because you was not on the battlefield. You was not there. So he cut me across one time. He was saying, yeah, JJ, I can't hear you. But other people hear me, but you can't hear me. Huh? Other people hear me, but you can't hear me. It's not the first time that he cut me off. I'm not the only one that he always cut off all the time. He cut off a lot of people. As long as this guy don't argue with you, he cut you off. So what kind of man to be? So when we bashing you right now, when people bashing you right now, you vex. But you're doing wrong things. You're doing wrong things. You cannot be in a radio station and a host saying that you're for St. Martin people. When St. Martin people calling you and talking the truth, you want to cut us off. I can't go on a debate with this man radio station because he going to cut me off. If I gotta go on a debate with he, I gotta come here or on a different station. I can't go on a debate with he because I want to go on a debate with he because he going up for election next year. I can't vote for a man like that because when I got a problem, I go in your office say I want to fix something. You gonna cut me off because you're doing it on the station already. So imagine you get the power. You gonna cut me off. You tell us to come in the other day. The St. Martin wake up movement. Come in the other day. So the prefect can come in the other day. But we gotta come in the other day. Huh? No, you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong. There's breaking news. The protester, and again, no Jana was nowhere around. Towards the day everything was calm. You were just calling in because a story have there's two sides of a story. The prefect called in said we didn't have no authorization. She didn't know nothing, so we call in to tell the population what going on. Because it was not so. Because the prefect well know what going on. The only thing that she didn't know is she didn't know the time. Okay, but we're not going to give you the time when we attacking. You understand? We give you all the we have you do everything. We're in the office, sit down, we give you everything. So you're calling in just to tell the population this is what. Because St. Martin people have a tendency of believing everything that they say. So you have to come in fast and let them know the truth. And that way you try to call in BDD. And he didn't do it on Thursday, he did it on Wednesday too. Because when I was Cadisco protesting for the people in French Quarter, okay, Professor Salt was there and I called Professor Salt, and I said, Professor Salt, call BDD because the protesters want to talk to him. BDD say, okay, you're going to call back. Okay? He never called back. We tried for over an hour to get to him. We never get to him. So what kind of man that be?
That was it.
He from St. Martin for you?
Yeah, he from St. Martin.
No, but he a traitor to me. He a traitor. People tell me don't say that word, but he a traitor. You're a snake.
From having a pole.
You're a snake. You're a snake. If from Amon Jipa, you will need to go over the pump for you.
Well, yeah, but then, you know, it's election time coming up next year. Everybody know that. And you're going to get a lot of those kind of debate and those kind of dog eating dog. And it can even get worse as the days come close by because, you see, in the past, we said election with everybody getting away with everything. But this guava crap, you know, the grassroots on the scene.
Yeah, people don't like that.
I tell you, grassroots ain't gonna leave nothing slide by.
They don't like that. They want that. They,
No,
got,
so
they got too much interest to protect. Fisher guy can't tell to protect, so you're gonna do all his best for him to protect it with all them cars of collectivity renting from him.
we gonna be there telling St. Martin people what is good for them. And if they still want to go ahead and play like ahead and don't want to listen to the grassroots movement and go put back in the same old
wine.
same old politics, same old wine.
In a new battle.
Yes, and old wine and new bottle. Well, they can go ahead. But our job is to tell the people the truth. And we're going to do our investigation. And I want to tell some man people for sure, if I don't know of a situation, and I go vouch for the whole grassroots movement, if we don't know of a situation, we will not come out and say that it's so. We're going to be definitely doing the researches, making sure that what we say is factual before we say it.
I'm gonna read a post that one of the members of the chat room posts, and you guys gonna give me a comment on what you think. Lexus, he posed this, huh? I wanted to have you all feedback on this idea that I have in mind a couple days now. The next election is in 2017, right? Why don't we base on the model of revendication made by the St. Martin Wake Up, which is great and very accurate, organized workshop conference with the support of local icon and their own districts such as French Quarter, Sanigon, Concordia, etc. In order to have in a cahier de doléances all problems those districts are facing, summarize them by category and cahier de charge that will be over working tool. Meanwhile, we will put a list of we St. Martin people with capacity and the right scale to place themselves in order to be elected. This team will be fully aware of the cahier de charge. This team will be presented to overpopulation from now based on the fight that some of you are being through from day one. A radical revolution is needed. Don't mistake my intention. Well, you mean about me because I just mean a radical, it means the revolution I'm talking about. But my fear is when you stop a machine so brutally, you have to be in capacity of starting back quickly in the right direction you want. You're on a bus driver, it's terrible, you get rid of him, it's fine because he's a problem. But if you don't have a bus driver in addition to the right bus driver, I believe what you tried to say that you have to put a great team together for next year election. Okay? So, like Orax was saying, everybody's a politician as long as you stand up for your country, St. Martin. But you have to be careful who you're putting in politics next year because everybody want to get in. And like I always preach, and we always preach, the people who got to get in and government next year don't have to be people who was in a collectivity already, either from last year, from the 90s, for whatever. They need new blood.
Yeah.
New blood in the collectivity because everybody's part in there.
Yeah.
So you need new blood stuff, new blood. That's the only way that we can move this country forward. Because remember, the new blood, when they come there, they will see that there's a lot of problem there. But at least you can have confidence because at least you don't have nothing on there. But you have a lot of blame to blame on the people that is here already. And what's so sad, the people going up for election next year, the same people who've been there for years. You understand? That's not normal. Why you don't do nothing, you still want to go? Give the young blood a chance, no?
That's what I don't understand with him. But you see, the thing is, they don't know that is young blood that don't want to go in. The young blood have to show himself and let himself be known. Let it be known that I'm ready to go step up to the plate for my people. Then maybe they might step aside and say, okay, since young people want to go do it, They was going to do it.
I don't believe so. They're gonna always want to brainwash the young people and fund the campaign because they want something. Because remember, somebody told me there's somebody inside they tell me business people run the collectivity. Business people run the collectivity, not the politician. Business.
I thought France would run the club.
Yeah? No. Business people run the collectivity. Business people, and it make a lot of sense because there's a lot of interest at stake. Could you imagine? Imagine. You understand? Imagine. Let's say, for example, a party like the grassroots going into politics and won the election. Could you believe what will happen?
Whoa.
There's a lot of people going to be upset now.
Well,
Because there's a lot of interest at stake. A lot of interest at stake. Imagine if the grassroots, imagine how you guys talking about St. Martin people first and people don't want that. They will do the almost best for you guys not to get in there.
but let me tell you something. They don't know it's better for them. If the grassroots get in there, all the business people, it's much better for them. Let me tell you why. The grassroots is going to put St. Martin back in a position where it's going to be more sustainable. It wouldn't have none of this this tension that's going on right now, where the young St. Martin people
Yeah.
is ready to explode.
Yeah, like what happened on Thursday with the gendarme.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
They're going to be fair and square.
It's gonna be fair and square. Like that, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more of a real St. Martin ambiance back in the island. So it's gonna be a stronger knitted community, and everybody gonna be happy. The businessman will benefit out from that because you're gonna get tourists coming here now. Since you're touristical economy that we're based on, you're gonna get tourists that come in here and happy and enjoying the island and want to come back again. Because
Definitely.
right now the way St. Martin going, tourists don't want to come back here no more. And I know we losing tourists because of the way St. Martin gone. St. Martin gone in a bad direction.
I
The
know.
service is not the same anymore.
I'm going to answer to this because at the same time I'm here, at the same time I'm watching the comments on the chat room. This guy Lexus, he's saying that he does not have the skill to run a country. But I'm going to tell you, you don't need no skill to run a country. All you have to have your head on. All you need is knowledge and wisdom. You don't need to do no big school or école de politique. You don't need that.
No.
All you need is knowledge and wisdom, my brother. And so far, everything that you've been saying in the chat room, it make a lot of sense. That's all we need. We don't need no big baccalaureate or master or Doug. All them people, if you notice, all them people with them big notaire at back, what they do to the country? They
Mess.
sink in the country.
Mess up the country.
Mess. They come with a big diploma because what? The French man give me that diploma and you run the country how the French man tell you to run the country. But me, I don't have no diploma. I have my head.
Okay, I'm going to go by the question you posed by the brother Lexus. Sound like he joined an expensive name of Caruana there.
Why? I don't know if he said it. He joined a Sanata. I wonder if he said it. That's how you said it?
Yeah.
How much is that for?
But no, let me go where we going. Okay, I think what he's saying is rather interesting. And yes, that's why the suggestion he's making, that's grassroots politics. That's basically the way grassroots politics is going, is that you go to the people and you get them to make their contribution in terms of what they feel, what they think they need, and only they would know it. You can't know everything. It is the people that has the truth, has the understanding of the needs, and because they are talking about themselves, they're talking about their community. So what we would say to the brother is, he has to put his hand on deck, get involved. It is right up the alley of what we feel and what we do, and make it happen because he has the ability. What you said, interestingly, though, is that politics is not a profession per se. Politics has to do with the life of your community, and if the question that he posed goes right down the alley of what we need to do, is to get involved in whatever way you can. Now, I'm sure he would be better than the 1,000. Think on 1,000 among our politicians. There's a handful of people that run and make this country miserable for all of us. But we got to change them. But how do we get them changed? Not wish that they change. We can't wish them away. We have to work actively to get rid of them. So, Lexus, you got your role to play. Get involved and work with the grassroots, if that's the word. I can't send you nowhere else on the grassroots.
We'll invite him too.
Well, we'll eventually get to that, of course. Well, Jay gonna show you the road.
I go.
That gonna make it easy. Jay will show you the road.
I know the fun. I know exactly where you work.
Okay, and come along, get involved in the change that is necessary, because only we the people can make that change. And I think that why we would be different is because we are talking different. The politicians that we have don't talk this language. They just talk a contradictory language, one where they're playing a game to benefit themselves, their friends. Have you ever observed there is certain families in our community, the whole family work in a collectivity? And there's quite a few families like that. It doesn't mean that everyone is not entitled to a job, but the hog belongs to all of us, man. Everybody should get a little piece, not the whole family get all, feed all, and others have the work. But it is not being critical in a negative way. It is just a point of how feeling work. If you in there, you hear a little hole there, you call your brother, and most of the time, if the whole family, I mean, you call the sister. And when sister get in, they call her brother. And when brother get in, so we need to get in there so that we can bring in all, because at the same time, there's a lot more and more of other people getting in. Yeah. And that is where the threat is that, but how do we do that? Is we got to get in government. We got to get control of the government.
I got a private message, not for the chat room, a private message, because a lot of people listen. The person asking me if the grassroots decide to go into politics, if they could go and they win the election, you know, what the first thing you guys will do for St. Martin? That's what I'm reading right now in a private message.
But there's so much I think to do that it
because you guys are, I believe you guys are always preaching about St. Martin first. So what you gonna do?
Well, I think to be effective in solving St. Martin people problem, there are certain things that you just can't deal with openly at this point in time, because you would be showing the enemy what you come to do. And he would organize, he would dump millions into the political campaign just to make sure that the people don't get control of their government. But there is a series of simple little things that is hurting the people that that we could touch. I'm thinking, for example, the beaches, give our people back the beach. No matter where it is, give the people back to the beach. I mean, get them back their beach. And I'm thinking also the young people that want to work. There's some who don't want to work. Create circumstances that they get into jobs, and because other people is getting them. We said it 1,000 times. The Europeans don't have an unemployment situation in St. Martin. They come to go to work in a pharmacy. They go to work in a real estate agency. They go to work in any and all of their businesses. And we must create circumstances to say, if you're going to open a business in St. Martin, you employ in St. Martin. The bus business is being invaded by other people. Why our young people can't get into it is because they can't finance a vehicle to run their big, to get in there. Put in place structures that permit them to be able to finance their bus, and say, young man or young woman for that matter, you get your bus, be responsible, don't mash it up. Don't, as someone once said to me, which makes me small, he said, all the bus drivers got more than one keys in them. But I didn't get a figure. I didn't get a clue what he meant. But he was basically saying, boy, they must have making sufficient money that they got more than one woman. But the point is more than one house. But the point I'm getting at is to say, government has to be a facilitator to empower St. Martin people, young women and men. And when there is weaknesses, you make sure you put financial structure in place to get them. If it was an issue of the Cow Bay or the Orient Bay, there would not be no fofo. There would be all of them St. Martin people would have gotten them, for example, and we don't got no qualms in saying that. If St. Martin people is looking for it in terms of 15 St. Martin, 12 European, then if there's only 8, that assure yourself that we gonna get the all 8 because there was not enough to give someone else.
Let me add to what you're saying for the question there. Some of the first thing that any real leadership should do, and for sure the grassroots will do something like that also, is go to each county and find out what are you need up here urgently. What are your urgent need? You go to French Quarter, you go to Cul-de-Sac, you go to Grand Cas, you go to Colombier, you go to Rambo, you go to Sandy Grong, you go to Cripplegate.
All the different counties.
All different counties. Find out what are your urgent needs up here to make you be comfortable, to make you feel like we going places. And once you get to find out what the people need, you start to work on that. Each district.
I can remember on the chat room, I think the Geraldina that is said that. I got so much thing I have to go back, but I believe that she would say that. If you guys have to get in government next year, Gospel Life. What you guys will do with €100 tax? On the tax paper, what you guys will do? I will add more money on it, or why I'll do it?
As a matter of fact, we want to get rid of that even before we get in.
Yes.
Before the Swaliga grassroots movement get in. Presently, we're working on getting rid of that. Even though we're not in government. So imagine if we get in government.
Disappear.
Oh, yeah.
No, but and it's interesting what
a lot of people worrying about €100 tax, huh?
I think what was actually saying is interesting. I think the idea is for us to get rid of it immediately. Yes, but there's other taxes that we can work on, but I think that one would be
the priority.
The priority.
As soon as you get the keys for the connectivity, that's it.
No, not that.
No, man, no.
You see the meeting we were supposed to have.
Negotiation,
that negotiation that passed last week.
Yeah.
This week on Tuesday.
Oh, it was part of it.
We had a meeting.
Yeah.
And that was one of the points should have been on the table.
Revendication.
Yes, tell the president we want
that okay there.
Yes. And we're not in government.
Yeah.
So imagine if we get
for that. That gone a long time.
We don't have to ask the president. We would definitely.
What about jobs? I seen jobs coming up. Jobs
is easy to work at, because what's gonna happen is once you go in the county, you find out how much people are not working. What are the profession? For those who have profession already, we have to find place for them. And those who don't have, we send them on some courses.
La formation.
But it could be enforced rather interesting easily, in the sense that the employment or the collectivity should set up an internal employment section or office, or God knows what you want to, and it exists already in France, where you could say, and the idea when we are talking is not to play the game or the old part. Yeah, we're gonna do, and then you run go so look. Yeah, we're gonna bring in a big old waterfront project. That's not how you create jobs. You create jobs with what is existing here. You tighten it up. Some people have to leave so that yours could get in there. You can't be you cannot be employing more and more people, and then that's like nothing happens. So I will create a new project, and when that project don't employ them, you go look for a new one. So you always would be in a hunt to look for jobs rather than turning your head inside, looking at the situation and making sure. The priority, because of the values of the grassroots, is to employ St. Martin people. And I repeat, if 5 St. Martin people want a job and there's 4 positions, are those 4 jobs going to St. Martin people?
Geraldina saying about what you guys going to do about the CAF?
The CAF have to regulate. The CAF is not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
It could be a good thing, but it has to be controlled.
It has to be
controlled.
Yes.
I agree.
It has to be fully controlled.
The money have to stay here.
your money have to stay here.
Well,
And also, there's a lot of people who getting calf that shouldn't get calf.
I shouldn't get calf.
Yes.
There
And
are people living off.
overseas.
No. What? No, you can live overseas. Never set foot in St. Martin.
Oh,
Get no calf.
that's even worse. If you control the calf in a proper way, it will be very effective
For the economy.
for the economy. Yes. Find a way that the money cannot go out, so which means you can't go by Western Union and send your money back out. It has to be spent in the island. Plus, if you're a person that can walk, then you're not entitled to a calf. This is for people who cannot
Who
walk.
cannot walk.
Who
Poor,
cannot.
like poor people.
No, no,
Poor
no,
poor
well,
people.
I think though the distinction CAF is for is aid to help parents take care of
And
young
needs,
children,
yeah.
of
For-
young
for the-
children. It's a program to encourage work. I think the destructive part of it, no, it's mainly you talking RSA. That's a bit. That's the one, yeah. But yeah, the CAF is who manage it, so probably you're far off.
I hear. I see money coupon.
Yes. But what I'm saying there is it must be understood that we cannot, as a collectivity, manage the CAF because it's part of this French state process.
Yeah, okay.
So the idea is not that. The idea though is that we should try to make sure that it only benefits the French citizen and it doesn't serve as a, how the French man say, appel d'air. It's as a how do you say, an attraction for
Especially
outside
the French
people to
side, huh?
come in. Yes,
Bait.
yes, to bring in people
But
just to
that-
live on it, and
but
that's the problem.
That's
there.
exactly what they're doing.
And that's exact. So that's the part that
You
needs.
get them pregnant for that now.
Yeah, no, it's a business, but it's a business that is bad in several reasons. For several reasons that I don't think that if St. Martin, if it was to encourage St. Martin young men, well, men don't make children. Yeah, man, I know. I'll work with it, man.
You need two to tango.
You need two to tangle. But our young people to make young St. Martiners, it would be a good policy. But rather than that, look like all St. Martin people do is look like they getting into sex for pleasure and not make children. And it's dangerous. You build a nation with children. And we are not doing that. There's a lot of us that don't have children. Or maybe one or two and think it's a great thing. The white man think that way. Black people, you can't be thinking that way. As an example, I'll go by the Palestinians. The reason why the Palestinians are so strong, and I'm not advocating it, I'm just trying to demonstrate a point, is Israel is a small population dominating a big population, which is the Palestinian. But their strength is the average woman in Palestine makes something like more than 10 children. And we could probably go wrong and talk. And he said, "Bob, you crazy, you know what I call?" But a calf helping you to take care of these children. And you cut and start thinking it is a right thing. And I mean, I think I could hear them saying, yeah, children are expensive. And yeah, right. You have to contribute. It is a form of contributing to St. Martin's survival. We can't argue our way out of saying one child, it means that the country can stop growing. St. Martin people going to disappear if we don't make children.
What you guys, if you guys is elected in parliament, make sure I always say if, huh? Because nobody knows if you guys go into politics. But since we're talking about politics, very interested in coming, people suffering. If you guys have to get elected, what you guys will do with the Lolos on the waterfront?
You call them Lolo, we call them restaurant.
I mean, restaurant on the waterfront. No, as a matter, tell me, he do keep the name Lolo, no?
Why?
I don't know. I'm not going to call the name. I say
No, I say
he
I didn't
tell
say
me
who
because
it
I
is,
think
but
Lolo-
what
I
is
think- I think
argument?
Lolo mean local restaurant. So I tell him if we want to change the name. So he say no, he love Lolos. Because when the tourists come here in the tourist field, they'll ask for the Lolos. You understand?
I
So
wouldn't call them Lolos. I would still call them restaurants.
Okay.
Local restaurants.
okay, local. Yeah, put a local in it. Local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
A native restaurant.
A native restaurant.
Yeah. I love that name. Yeah.
Yes.
No, Lolo look too like you're not low. You're too low.
Yeah, you keep it like it's a.
If you guys have to get elected, what you guys will do with a local restaurant on the Migo waterfront? With the building, the building, because the building ain't looking too pretty, huh?
Yeah.
Or they need what you guys think?
I would upgrade it.
Would you charge them the same price?
I would upgrade it, and of course you charge them the same price, because you
Not 2005.
Lord no.
You get that somebody, man.
No. I can't do it.
Because you see, the idea is not to get rich out of your people.
Okay, people, yes. I shake your hand on that.
Yes, the idea is to make sure that your people is in a position so that,
Okay.
so that they can elevate themselves. You know, they have to live good. They have to be successful. So you position your people to be successful.
Be successful, yeah.
That's what government's supposed to do.
Yeah, your people.
Your people.
Your people.
Yeah, because the future of a nation, of a country, is the people. So once you put the people who's the adult right now in a position, which means their children will be able to benefit from it, which means they get a good schooling, they probably get a good education, of course, and they can be a next follow-up to the parents.
What you guys think about the Migo Waterfront project?
That's not necessary. For me, that ain't necessary. Of course, we need not to depend on the south side. So you if you do any development there, you don't destroy the looks of your country. You
They make it look like St. Bass or Paris or something.
Monaco or some way.
But they don't call here Le Petit Paris already.
Is that?
But man, look, I'll give an example before, but before let me recognize I seen something in the chat because you got me in this chat with I think, and one of the what call it say she don't got a problem with making children, but on the win. But we gotta get a job. Me and the nation need to work, and I could agree with that.
Okay.
But no, that's just a little.
When I get a job.
Yeah, exactly, and it is so true. But I'll give an experience I make today to show you the confidence that these Europeans is getting. This afternoon on my way home, there was this one way somewhere in the little commercial area, superior in the back, you know, when you want to get and climb the little rise.
Make our deck there.
Yes. And so I reach and I coming down, pulling in down in the
Ali.
and this vehicle Kelly said, well then okay, I done had the lead. But in his position, man, I said, yeah. So the guy just see the attitude, you know. So I continue. So he's to reverse. So his goal was to reverse, but he's literally telling me going counter to the source that I supposed to hold. Ups come European guy, and the guy fly out the car. So I fly out the car with him, and there we go. And I said, you could do what you want. You go on that side. You ain't going nowhere. But it is. I'm using the example to show you the attitude that. They need to be made. They need to realize that St. Martin have St. Martin people.
No. I'm gonna correct you. They're spoiled.
Yeah. And
They're spoiled.
That is what is confirming that our position is correct. This in France. This is not Jamaica. This is not I don't know where, United States or Santo Domingo. This is St. Martin and St. Martin people. St. Martin's populated by St. Martin people. We supposed to be the king of the hill. Now, of course, if you know me, he had no chance. He had to follow. And I gave him the instruction like a police officer. You could do what you want. You go, but I saw you know. And this eat him up. But the thing, you know, is he let me to know he got catch up. He done.
In your place.
And my place. I said, waiting on you. You know. But the point I'm saying is that if we the St. Martiners don't stop the stupidness that we got trying to eat each other, or eat the message, or eat the messenger, which is a grassroots, and concentrate on empowering ourselves, demonstrating the fact that we, the people in St. Martin, supposed to be in control, and that everybody else should lap the tail in front of us. I couldn't care less whether you're France, whether you're wherever you come from. But we got to do it. We can't play little coward dogs. We can't play like we begging someone. You home. No one should got a bigger mouth than you in St. Martin. And we doing that. Okay? I just want to interject that to reinforce the attitude, and we are losing it. We're going to see more. When I hear of an incident with some Jamaican working in some business, but we'll get that clarified because that is with one of our members. I can't give the order totally of the story. So the member in question probably would do it on Monday or Wednesday when she's on the other program. But this is what happens when you don't put order in your house. This is what happens when we don't take control of our situation. This is what happened when St. Martin people is afraid of saying that I'm a St. Martin.
Yeah, we have a lot of afraid.
Yeah, you know,
Afraid about it. Just afraid.
the consequence will be grave. We will be dogs in our country if we are almost there already. The question you asked concerning something, I just had to rub that in because it not that to get to me, because I see who gonna make me lap my tail in St. Martin. He don't exist. And St. Martin he ain't got no reason to, he ain't got no reason to tell me nothing. So on a stranger or alien gonna try to tell me that. But to go back by the jobs issue, I think it's the most important thing. It's not an issue of big project. It is an issue of making sure whatever exists, we get it as long as we is in need. If there's a 1,500 jobs, you know, got thousands and Martiners, we could give her the rest.
But how the collectivity could get job? A lot of people say the collectivity can't get job. I guess like Sussy work in the job field, so he could answer us that. If you could send me a voice note so I could play it. How you guys gonna give people job?
You mean the collectivity?
Yeah. How you
What
guys
is
gonna, because
employment?
people say job they want to work, so how you guys gonna make people work?
Look, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. First of all, the government is not the only employment place.
Okay. You go work with a business place, I guess.
Exactly. There's a lot of business places in St. Martin who have zero St. Martin people
Yes.
working for them.
Yes.
Under a government, a real government for a country, that shouldn't happen. And I don't care whether they call it discrimination or what.
But that's discrimination. Guadeloupe doing it.
My people have to work.
Yeah, Guadeloupe doing it. You can't go now.
Otherwise, you
Nobody-
will not get a license.
Yeah, Guadeloupe. When you go Guadeloupe, you go never walk in a building and you see a Guadeloupean, you know.
No, but it shouldn't be.
So why here is the difference?
Only St. Martin.
And then St. Martin. That's why you can't open a building. See how they want to tell you anti-union first now.
Yeah, but they just say so, but they
Yeah,
don't
they
enforce it.
don't
Because
enforce
there's a
it.
lot of Indians got
Yeah,
place and
they do their own thing. They put a little black man to make it look good.
Yeah, they don't really.
But
enforce
I
St.
believe,
Martin.
you know, if you come, let's just super U here. Because our here, like someone was saying, is a mess. So he got to clarify that. Like, a place, a bit like Super or McDonald's. You come there, no problem. You come there to invest my country, I ain't stupid to come invest my country, but my people first, huh?
My people gotta come work. My people have to
Voila.
work.
And there's no discrimination. My people first. If you feel there's discrimination, we can't open it here.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
to that side, open it.
Go somewhere. I don't
Go
care.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
People first. See the discrimination.
And also under a government of like a sort of like a grassroots movement government, we're gonna definitely work close to the Dutch side too, and we're gonna let the Dutch side know. Listen, we need to brace up this country together.
And the country need to save some money. What you guys will do with the collectivity cars there?
You mean those bunch of rentals? And
Bunch
things
of
like that?
rentals, yeah. What you guys would do? You don't think is a waste of money there?
No, it's not. I would say this.
You don't
Yeah,
think buying
no.
it is much cheaper?
I would explain. I will
I got
explain.
a chat room, man.
Yeah.
I mean, private chat room.
Okay, I'll explain, and it's easy. I'm saying, Fisher and his little cronies is who benefiting from this man financier, this
Yes.
big packet of cash that is built out by the collectivity. You could do two things. Either bring back in the cars, meaning you should be buy back these load of cars. But if they want to, how they say that, I can't bring the technical, the word they use for it. But anyhow, if you want to,
In layman's terms.
uh,
And it's a Martin language.
yeah, no, if you want to rent the cars, it's not unusual. It happens. But you could say, look,
The lease,
you
huh?
make it, yeah. Well, the problem isn't there. The problem is that if you could give, if the worth 100 million a year, why not cut it up in 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 pieces, and bring in other little companies, people who were doing car rental.
Local
They
companies.
You mean to say not only one big
person
company
get
for
the
everything?
whole hog. You
Everybody
cut it
got
up.
everybody got it, you're
Yes, and I will go as far as
And
saying.
locals.
Yeah,
Yes,
locals.
yes, exactly.
Like Lucky Car Rental, they kind of
exactly. Whoever want to form a company to participate in that,
Yes,
they
yes,
do it.
yes, we share-
And
we share-
you share the
we share.
weight, and if you're
Not only
going,
one company alone.
and if you're
Exactly.
going to make millionaires, you make as much of them your people as possible.
I agree with that.
So the idea is not. And so I'm saying, Fisher make a load of money in St. Martin, then you take it from them. Period. None for you.
Yeah.
And you go straight into your people. Hey, you be responsible.
Yeah.
If you got to service a car, treat the service a car.
Yeah.
Don't go get 15 keys again. Be responsible. Run the place, your company for it to survive. And guess what? by the end of the political term, you got
And
millionaires.
somebody inside of that fisher account will tell me plain out that they change the car every 4 years, you know. So
That's a load of money they making. Yes.
Yes. I believe it's not a bad idea, but everybody gotta get a cut. If
No,
I have a car, I get a cut too.
I would go as far as saying the mission is eliminate the present people who got a contract.
Yeah,
And
because they had it for years already.
you had it for years, make enough money.
Yeah.
The company for only you,
Yeah.
and you bring in a new set of St. Martiners, and we're gonna be good at that. For that matter, you say if now we're gonna use the word when, but we may as well
Leave it.
Don't take it back.
Don't take it back.
Don't take it back. Never take back something.
Don't take it back.
But yeah, I think that's an easy answer. And each time you have instances in the come where contracts like these that worth millions and given to foreigners, you give them to St. Martin people. When you got millionaire St. Martin people, you bring back the financial balance of power in St. Martin. So guess what? Tomorrow when your child want to go to school and you come in front of a St. Martin and you say, look, I need to help to send my child to school, you're going to be able to do it because you're making money. But the European is not going to sponsor your child. He's going to sponsor a European child.
Exactly.
Okay? So we don't want only to get in the business, get control of the government for government's sake. It is to make St. Martin people rich enough.
You guys don't think that we can make money also, take out money that make the St. Martin people suffering, and you guys don't think that when you're going for an act de naissance, at least you will pay a 50 cents or 10 euros or something? You think people going to cry if you do that?
I think I don't know if you could. Man, if it doesn't exist anywhere in the French nation, we don't need to go buy
But
it.
we
But
have collectivity, we could do a lot of things.
You know what? I think an interesting tax that exists in the South is a de séjour tax. I think that is one of the areas that can compensate for the €100
But
tax.
people don't pay the tax already.
It don't go to St. It don't go to coffers of the
Yeah.
com. Okay.
But I believe if why they give us a passport, they give us a driving license, why can't we give us the why is my country, I believe I should be entitled to give the titre de séjour to whoever I want. Why is the superfecture keeping that
No, well,
that
that's a
time?
droit régalien. I don't know the what is. Structurally, I don't think we have the capacity to handle it at this stage. I would be.
Well, we handle the passport, so what is the difference with the
No,
titre de
we don't
séjour?
have. All they do collect the passport and send it up on the hill.
Oh,
we don't do handle no passport. Nothing changed here.
Goodness.
In other words, we don't go up by the prefecture anymore. It just simply means that the com is the where you go.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah,
pack
yeah.
an envelope or bag
Yeah,
full
yeah.
of demands
Yeah,
and
it's
they
their
send it.
passport,
Yeah, so
we did it for, so
so
it's their
that yeah,
They
exactly.
willing.
We don't know. Not just a front, and we must understand it as such. So create a job in a process for some extra money in the com, and it ease the pressure on the prefecture, and so you don't see. So who you see up there now is the persons, the bazaar of people who
So-
want for a card de séjour.
So you guys say if you get in there, St. Martin people will have at least money in the pocket to spend.
I would prefer say if grassroots supposed to run this country, we promise at the end of the term we create at least 50 million years from St. Martin. That's basically what we want. to
That's
run.
will for sure.
We'll create 50 million years in St.
St.
Martin.
Martin,
people.
local.
Local, yeah. It creates the place is creating million years right now.
Yeah, but not we.
they are not St. Martin.
We're not
people,
St. Martiners.
okay, so we would create at least 50 million years.
You will become a millionaire.
We guarantee a series of ambitious, responsible St. Martiners that we can make them
Come with your
millionaires.
license, come with your
Run your business properly. If you get a government contract, don't do stupidness. But we would make sure you can live and make money to be able to put it back and helps other St. Martiners, particularly our young people. When they want to go to school, you make enough money, you put back in them. We ain't say everybody. We in that business with everybody. In them, and I think that's what we want to say. And now when we say 50 million years, multi-millionaires, but the average St. Martiner would be well educated, because we got to make sure that the young people that comes out of school, and we got to favor our people. Probably the line permitted to go wrong saying, yeah, unless, but we will find ways and means of making sure our people, our children go to school, whether we got to to give the envelope to 4-5 people just to get the money to get his child school, whatever the loophole in the law that need to exist to get our young people that want to learn, we got to do.
What you
And let me add to this before you finish on that part.
Nice.
You know the good thing about creating 50 or more millionaires? If there's a young girl or boy in this St. Martin now who doing good in sports or doing good in music, and they most likely they're gonna contact collectivity, government for help. You could call up a fellow who you know have contract with you and say, listen, I'm gonna send a young man by you or a young lady by you. She needs some help. I know you could help her. Set up for me because you know you have created that person.
And they
that
have the
financial-
ability to help. That's the
Yes.
thing. Yes.
They can. And you explain, listen, I needed to help that person because we have to. We have to help this person.
What you guys will do with the taxi drivers?
Exclusive St. Martin thing.
Taxi drivers have to, first of all, for St. Martin people. Secondly, you have to know your St. Martin history. When tourists come here and ask you a question about your country, you're supposed to be able to answer them.
Aloya St. Martin.
Aloya St. Martin. So there's a little course you will have to take.
I agree with that. Because there are some St. Martin's, they don't even know their country.
Yeah. The historical spots and the things of the country, the culture of the country and the everyday living way of living of St. Martin, you have to know it.
What you will do with the foreigners? Because some foreigners they might be scared to vote for you. So what you telling that to the foreigners who live here already?
No, the foreigners is welcome. You're welcome, but of course but you know the thing about a foreigner? The foreigner know back where he come from. That me as a St. Martin now can't go in and get a privilege that he getting here now. So we don't make it. A lot of St. Martin people make it look like, by the foreigners here like to hear you, but they back home is the same. I just speak to a lot of them. A lot of them, and they say, by X-ray. I listen to Air Grassroots. I keep it up, my son. Just so it's back home by us.
They come first in their country.
They come first in their country and they know it. And we ain't gonna go kick out foreigners. You're gonna pull them out.
You be kicked out your own place, your own self. Because my child mother, I have children with foreign woman, so
Exactly. But what we will do though, we will tighten the new entries.
Yeah, the new entries. Yeah,
More people coming in, more people. No, we're gonna tighten up on that for sure.
yeah.
But and it's gonna make it better for the person who was here before, whether you're foreign or not. You here now have a better chance of building up yourself because the new person will come in and you can't undermine you.
Well, we the brother judges we missed, but to be judge interviewing grassroots. Take that. Anyhow, but
it's some questions coming in.
yeah. But interesting thing about that, nothing wrong with that. Just to continue, to show, but I thought that's the financial part. But remember, money runs the world, and we must never forget that. So if we get people with money, then we begin to take control. And here's an example: if there's a hotel come up for sale that we don't own.
Yes.
If we got people with money, a critical mass of money, they can club up and buy it.
Yeah.
So you could begin to take back your country because you got people that is making money, and when they grab it, they would grab it for us, for St. Martin.
Yeah.
But another area that I think for sure, at least I think we should be able to produce at least 15 to 20 lawyers, judges, or whatever, a corps judiciaire in St. Martin, of young St. Martiners. Probably at the end of the term, they should begin to start coming back because it would take a couple years. But in 5 years' time, if we go at that immediately, give privileges to again our young people who want to study law, where they don't have nothing to pay. You assume whatever expense. We feed you, we lodge you, we keep in contact with you to make sure everything is all right with you, because the only thing we want you to do is to bring us back, come back a lawyer. And that is doable. That is doable. Because it's a critical need, all we need to be able to do is to make sure, hey, young, you love law, you want to do it, I don't care. It's one of the areas that we should be financing the scholarship 100%, not 75. And now, if there's other areas that we don't need, accountant that could be an area too, but probably to a lesser degree. You could say maybe 50%. But if it is an area that you need critical presence, I think even nursing could be financed, should be financed 100%. Okay, because it is the amount of nurses this place got in it, you get impression St. Martin it's
But
sick.
trust me, you see,
I'm frightened
you see
by
it in the
it.
protest.
Yeah, that's why
You see it in the
it got
protest.
my
And that's
attention.
private nurses, huh? That's private, huh?
Imagine.
Okay, but if we have them, they would be able to do all these
Definitely.
jobs.
Yep.
You know, so these are two areas, and even in that area, then we probably should say we should be able to produce at least 50 at the end of the term, 50 nurses in one form or the other for the St. Martin community.
That was 100. And I would add to what you're saying to let me say this onto a parenthesis. I think JJ should set up a debate thing for election because I find you're doing a very good job. No, you see what you say there about if there's a hotel selling or let's say Carrefour or Super U gotta be closing down. Now, when you got your people financially strong, you can call in 4 or 5 of them and say, listen, fellas, because as a government, you should be the first person to know that that building is going to sell, or that hotel is going to sell, or that company is closing down. And you're in the right position to call in your people and say, listen, I want you come together. I want you gather together because I hear this hotel, or this supermarket, or this restaurant is selling. And I know are you 4 or are you 5 can make it happen. So I want I pool our money together and buy this hotel. This is how powerful making your people financially stable is. And this is grassroots work.
What you guys plan to do for the if they ain't build it, I don't plan they're gonna build it. What about the police municipal building? Because I'll be on the street and they complaining about everybody got a new building, the Pompier got a new building, the gendarme got 3 buildings, French Quarter, La Savane, and Concordia, and they have none. So what you guys plan to do with the police municipal? Our police, I will call them. I mean, police territorial, pardon.
No, I okay, before I go by that part, let me go by this one. And I'll say like this one. No, I think that we should be going for a national police where we turn as much of these people over and as turn them or make them, upgrade them to become national police.
Guardian la paix.
Why? So we would end up with our own faces in front of us.
Sorry.
I have the ultimate problem with that, and this is not to say that you got a problem with this or that. It's a way of saying I need to see my people in front of me. I don't got a problem. If you got a settlement, look like me. That means to my people, to how they say to the people who carry me to jail.
So basically, you asking for a commissariat.
Yes, I think that, and
Nothing wrong with
naturally, that would mean that a commissariat can be in the building that they are in. They get them their own headquarters, and probably they could venture into thinking that they occupy these existing gendarmeries building. And if the gendarme must be in our midst, then they would be hide behind guard face somewhere.
Yeah, they be in the castle.
And that would that suit us fine. It just simply mean, well, then you can't do nothing about that. But then so you have your own people, and then it's a form of responsibility. It would mean that it's a way of creating jobs or making people responsible for their country. You can't build a nation if the people do not assume the responsibility. We can't build no nation because we are not assuming, we are not the Pompier here. I think they have something like 15, and I don't remember what I do with that document, positions that compose this collectivity commune. And I think we didn't have, the only exception we had, and that probably even changed now, is the Pompier, which the head was a St. Martin, but apparently they got in Guadeloupe, between St. Martin and Guadeloupe, which is the gums there, and everything else was managed by foreigners. Gendarmerie or police security is foreign. The head of the CAF is foreign. The post office is managed by
I
foreign.
heard from a Pompier staff, and that the Pompier and Green Cars is managed by a Canadian company. So this thing is getting out of hand.
Well, okay. So the only way you do that is by empowering your people. And this thing you call for no massive project, waterfront project or this or that. other thing about that is concern of the port. I think we need to be able to compete constructively, even with the South. But when we
compete and complement.
yeah, well, at this stage, and who seems to have a good position on that is two of we good friends, which is the deputy, Mr. Gibbs. He seems to be very firm on making investment, even if the South don't like it. And Billy D does be clear he does not trust them in terms of that pathway. He said, well, then I don't think they can bend. So the only way you get the South to understand that we are in this together is that we have to, how to say, have constructive confrontation. Meaning, if you don't want us to manage a particular, how should I say that, area of the economy, then we will have to compete until we understand that there is an overlapping and that we shouldn't do it. We should own the airport, manage the airports collectively. We should manage the ports collectively. And if you don't want to do it, then I can build a big one. If I come on, I'll build a bigger one than you. And then guess what? You're gonna over-invest, you're gonna lose your money. But if we're saying that we need to go forward, then we must learn to go forward in respect. So we do need a tourist port for these big ships, but no this massive defacing of Margot to the level that they are talking about. Nothing to all so. Margot must maintain its natural historical charm and not be run over because we got a set of yes men in there who want to make money. And I'm thinking the deputy who's the first one come up his $800 million waterfront project. And then no follow well. He gonna make sure he fill his pocket in the process.
How about this, Horace? How about sitting down and you come closer just now when you come in and bring into my idea. How about sitting down with the South side and say, okay, listen, let me take up some of your expense for your port, and like that, because I have some expense, you got some
I
expense.
own parts of it. Well,
we share our, we make it happen for
man,
the island.
put it this way: the argument then could be what? If you own 100% of the port, you don't want to sell me at this. And we could do it gradually. We could say in a period, we could take a 10-year period to permit me to own 50-50.
Yes.
So if to worth 100 million, I'll have to find 150 million to give you so that it become a St. Martin port.
St. Martin port.
And then we got one management and nobody think that this is my zone and that in your zone. It will be St. Martin people that own the port. And when there's new investment to make, I would have to come up with half of the new investment and you come up with half of the new investment.
Yeah,
and it could be applicable to the airport too.
You understand what I'm going to do? This is how people want to go to country. And we do the same thing with the port.
Yes,
Very good idea.
And
Money coming in.
With XXM
but
airport.
at the same time, it would mean that you bring in all of your airports and you tie them in a project. My own what so much that could be a credit towards the shares in your zone, and it becomes all a St. Martin port that we manage as St. Martin. So if the what 30 employees, 15 for you, 15 for me.
Yeah, because right now on the north side have the more equipped hospital.
That's an interesting area.
Then the South don't have to go invest so much now because we can become
Partners.
Yeah, instead of sending your people to Santo Domingo, Colombia and all about there, you send them over here. We equip ourselves more now, get the doctors that we really need, so it save that money from sending Colombia and Puerto Rico and Santo Domingo and send them to the south side.
I got people complaining about Geraldina say we need more public bathroom because she got a whole SHIT all the way home. So we need. I agree with that one. We need public bathroom in every district.
Oh Lord, so long, boys. So
and
long
those are
and that could create jobs.
Yes. And instead of talking about a pier, waterfront pier, these are the kind of things that we need.
Simple little things that make a massive difference.
And that there.
I reach Rambo. I live in cars. I reach Rambo. The public that go on in there and bust a thing.
Yeah, yes. Ease yourself off there. And here what gonna happen there though? You're gonna create 3 to 4 jobs there on a daily basis. Because you need people to clean them every day.
Yeah.
Keep them clean.
You keep jobs.
And keep jobs going on.
Because the one in Margot, they're too small.
Yes.
For all them clients that come in there, too small. Trust me, way too small.
And if the cost is overburdened to the collectivity, you charge a quarter green.
But
Money coming
you
in.
know what?
Yeah.
What? And they got one, and it's private. They have one up in the shopping center with super is apparently some in there. Not apparently, in there. I saw it. There's a bathroom outside, but it has a door that collects. I think it's 50 cents.
Oh, that on the field, man.
No, that's inside of the center, that's a shopping area of Super. Well, of Super in whatever the set of stores that they got in that area. So I'm saying that it belongs to someone, and I'm sure someone who need to use a public toilet would certainly have no problem paying a 25 cents or 50 cents. But you would have to put it in sufficient number or quantities. And that is and I get back to what I was looking for, outsource. When we were talking about the car renter, the renting her cars privately, nothing wrong with the outsource. And then even that, you could outsource the toilet management, but we can make sure the St. Martin people get it.
Exactly.
Every time you're going to make God of idea, you want to create multi-millionaires, that is only you. And guess what? You just might be able to take control of Terabas. Because we got people with the means. When somebody gets sick at something and they feel they like the place to burn, they want to sell their place on a deal. We got people that has the means to do it. They're going to buy it. So you can begin to take back the country in a calm, quiet way, because you make sure you got people in your country that is worth money. And when opportunity come, they go and buy it. And they could be understood. Look, your government can say, hey boy, go along, go buy it. Here's an opportunity that open, go grab it quickly. But it's going to be you. Without a fuss and a fight, and you have to make a law and have a offensive type of government policy. You just make sure you create millionaires. When you create your millionaires, that would be a fighting force that goes out there and reclaim and buy back the country. That's what we need to do. So when you give 400 cars, is that the word you used a while ago? That is this 400 cars that come as rent?
No.
The fleet of cars, I don't know.
No, it's a lot of cars. The whole car.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of
I
cars.
say they change it every 4 years.
Oh yeah, okay. But it's a lot of cars. The point
And
is,
some of them will be put on.
yeah, the
A lot of money wasting there.
point is that guess who becoming the multi-millionaire? It's Fisher.
Of course.
And if Fisher if it continue, he will be able to buy this country because he making the money
From the
country.
From us.
So we must create a situation where we take back that wholesale. Don't even give him a dime in it.
Yeah.
You make enough and give it outsource it to your people. There could be new companies that just farm. Because it is a show contract, the bank would help these people finance the deal and say because of money show, and that is the point. So 50 millionaires, 15 to 20 lawyer, doctor, judge, God, no, not doctor yet on this one. Judge, anybody in the legal field, make sure that we get them trained. When they got water opening, guess what we can say? I got the man for the job.
But you can include the doctor too, because what
yes, of course.
You go out and check, see who is studying for that and who need financial help to help them continue
bring them back home.
and bring them back home, and also give them the same red carpet that you give to any one of them with all the benefits to bring them back home.
What about the vote for Anguilla? What you guys plan to do with that?
Yeah, that's another. We as a Swalaga grassroots movement, we look into that really, because it just take to sit down and talk with Angola government and explain the Angola government, and I don't think they're gonna have a problem with it, because it's only fear that both islands need this. They can't do it with each other. Then you have to sit down and speak with the French government about this norm and make them understand that because of your norm, got my people can't.
Getting shaft.
Yeah, we're getting shaft with that situation there. So the same norm that Angola is working under, my people will work under that same norm. We ain't gonna go under it, less than it. But you can't kill us with that European norm. And it can work out. If Angola got 12 votes, we can have 12 votes too. We share the fate. Everybody got to eat. Everybody need each other. Angola needs some need Angola. And I don't see why it can't happen.
Or else you go give the people Some people just log in the chat room. They want to know the site of the station.
The site of the station is www.
No. I mean, write it on the stuff.
Oh, write it in the chat.
Yeah, write it in the chat.
okay.
Agnes Dopolo want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think someone had it during the day.
I'll
put it.
And I believe a lot of people should be taxed also is those people who are those fellows, the Haitian and the Spanish who are be on the road selling numbers. I guess we should tax them fellows also because I don't believe they pay no tax for selling numbers on the front side. I believe we should tax them.
Not only numbers alone, also those people who will be selling on the side of the road.
Yeah, and that could ease out the pressure on St. Martin people.
Yeah,
You
because
understand? There's a lot to be made.
a lot of them does sit on the side of the road selling the provision. You know why? Because they refuse to go down on the market and pay to be on the market.
Which market?
The market in Marigot and the waterfront, Gallis Bay. I mean, and they're next to where my
By the fish thing there?
by the fish place.
Yeah.
They got space there for them.
The reason why they don't like that because the roadside is more easy.
It's more easy.
It's just like
and
French
it's-
Quarter.
and
They
it's
see
free.
by the fish thing.
Yeah.
The chaos in French Quarter there, where the boys then they be sitting down there, they're the market supposed to be. But they say they want to go down there because they ain't gonna climb down there, so they gotta stay by the roadside in French Quarter, by the fish thing right in French Quarter. So and then I don't believe they paying there neither. Well, no, they pay the tax. Huh? I believe they got tax to pay, but I don't know.
They got tax to pay, but what the government need to do is put a proper marketplace so that people could have good shade and good parking for the people to come and buy. And make them go there. And those on the side of the road, that's not St. Martin.
There's so many money to make. They just want to make the money easy. Just force 100 tax euros on you, the TGCA, and a lot of things. A lot of
Yeah,
things. And I believe what the grassroots movement should do, if you guys go in politics, I think you should go see most of all the businesses. No discrimination. The white, the black, and they give you guys the grievances, and we work together. We work together. But I go work with you, but you have to hire my people.
Of course, you have to hire my
You understand? Because I know a lot of them born about the TGCA, they born about that what you call that tax here? When you see the sticker, 2013, 2014, what you call that tax?
I see what you mean.
That tax where they always, you know?
Patent something.
Yeah, licence patent. They born about that also, so I don't know what you guys could do about that.
Why would they ball? They run a business. I don't think I agree with that one. But I
just mean to say there's a lot of money to be made. You understand?
Tax need to be paid.
no, yeah, tax need to be paid, and
you run a
I
business.
no, I think though that we mustn't permit them to want to overdo it. If do they employ St. Martin people, the young people?
No.
So one while you come ball and
They
go,
employ
and they does make,
vacancy.
but these taxes they does make it pay. They does no, they builds it into the service or the product that they sells you. So what is it? It's the people pays, the consumer pays back
Yeah.
everything. So that is a joke. All I mean, that's a little game all in itself.
The TGCA too is the consumers who pay also.
They just don't want to pay.
And you just give back what a consumer give you, but they want to keep it. So these are things that it's not difficult to work at, and I don't understand why government who in position right now don't enforce these kind of things to make some man people benefit.
You don't think that we could, you see the stretch, the Grand Car stretch? I think Geraldine could maybe give me some news on that. You don't think we could make the Grand Car stretch, let's say the airport stretch, the main road, a little bigger on a pond, so you could make it like a little autoroute or something? You don't think that's possible?
It's too short.
I don't know.
The distance is so short that it's just gonna make people kill
I
themselves.
mean, the new road.
No. The main road by Belton after the whole stretch here.
Yeah, man, not a new road. What they come there recent a couple years back? Why that's a dangerous road. I don't know. A lot of couple people died there already. Yeah, exactly. Open it bigger, that will make it 1,000.
What about Susol? I need that lot of money too.
That's a swamp area, man. I
You
don't know.
pass on in and I pass on. No, I just
But
mean to say like there's a lot of cars,
No,
a lot
okay,
of traffic, the house traffic.
But I think I see where you want to go. And
yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
like,
but
roads to build, I don't know.
no, but I think though that the technology of tunnel building is advanced and it's getting cheaper. It ain't like once upon a time when they build the road under under La Manche, the English Channel between France and England. Those was expensive. It was expensive at that point in time when they were using those tunnel digging machines. But it's a technology that is how to say, is getting cheaper and cheaper as time go by. I'm saying that because we have a lot of road issues here, we should be able to begin to think that the only way out is not because St. Martin is a mountainous country. It's not unusual. It is. It has a lot of mountains in St. Martin. But to be able to drill through, for example, a road between Concordia and outlets into French Quarter would cut the travel time in minutes. For example,
cut it from where?
The back of Concordia Hill.
In the back of the hospital area?
Yeah, it would run you straight into French Quarter.
Wow,
That's not big, no.
The land, who the land
no, but you build a tunnel.
A tunnel.
Oh, you build Jesus.
So a tunnel will take you through that in
no time.
In no time. So when we fighting about issues of going French Quarter.
The all in the back of the gendarmerie there.
Yeah, but it gives into French Quarter. French Quarter is just over the hill. So the whole, because
That's a
French
beautiful
Quarter.
project.
But I'm saying,
FTU here, they taking it now.
no, well, they got reason to dig hole too.
But they have one to also in Cold Bay.
Yeah, so you could also, if you take a tunnel and you same Concordia area and it would outlet right into St. Peter's.
Yes,
In St. Peter's.
St. Peter's. Why there?
Yes. When I had a couple years ago when my son used to go to school, he's a big man now. He used to go to school on over in the south, and had a 4-wheel drive vehicle, truck for that matter, and I used to reach St. Peter's in 5 minutes because I go over that little hill, and that's it. I was there. So again, a tunnel through the hill takes you into, puts you in. You could see the level of easing of the traffic into the middle of Margot that could be done without defacing the hills, and then people would money run go and start building in the hills or whatever. To be you going a tunnel through the hill, and you would cut down the traffic congestion in seconds.
You dig out a hill.
Yeah.
No, it goes through the hill. It goes through the hill. You probably even don't know it's there. It just this road goes straight through the hill.
Straight through the hill.
Yeah, well, the road through La Manche and the system of the subways is basically the same. You know,
that's a beautiful idea, boy.
but so
Even on chat,
no, but
on
a grass we got vision. Let's put it that way. So maybe the people need to put us in government so we could fix this country.
That's what I'm now with question.
Only we offering 50 million years, and we ain't got no people pick out. It just mean that we want our people to be to work money, and they in turn have enough money to buy back this country. You know, because what they call it again, when I'm looking for the water running. But in a capitalist environment, or in a capitalist society, everything is for sale. So if we got the money, if we got our people that has the money, then we can buy back the country.
Look the mess they create there. That going to school there, you want to see traffic that thing causing?
Yeah.
That's a mess, you know?
It's a mess.
That city school, that's a mess now. That's a hell of a mess.
No,
now.
but
They should have never built that there.
Because
No,
I have a vision.
no, well,
They should have never built that there. Never built that there.
This-
That's a mess. And it's very dangerous because if I come in there flying, this whole journey dead now.
Yeah. You see, they think about the school, but they think about traffic congestion. Just like the same thing how Theo build a bridge there.
Yeah.
A beautiful bridge. But he think of the consequences of the traffic congestion after people start to use it. Whereas apparently the complete project was supposed to have the tunnel busting out in St. Peter's, and that would have eased everything. Over the bridge, boom, straight through there. Everything would have eased.
This thing crazy, boy. That city school there is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a total mess. They putting the children life in danger there. At least at the entrance, put some sleeping gendarmes there. I mean, people don't know about gendarmes, the bumps. You see the same bump that they put on the going car stretch? So the fellas don't have to make crazy. Should I put that there? They don't have that there.
We don't have that there.
They don't have that there. If I come in La Savannah there flying and I lose control, the people dead, you know?
Yeah.
But they think about it. Just think about money.
Yeah.
They should never build that there. They should never build that thing there. But
The whole thing is it need more roads. because the growth that's in Martin grow right now, the population and the amount of cars have outgrown the amount of road they have right now. And these are things that you have to have a vision for ahead of time. Put these things in place, but that's not what's happening with us. I heard an old man named Priest years ago telling the government, for the West and Martin, the speeds and Martin is growing, they need to take a stretch from the airport overhead, from the airport straight over to Phillipsburg.
I mean, a stretch.
Overhead, overpass.
Ooh, that's a massive project.
No, you could come off in Cold Bay if you want. You have an exit out. And you do the same thing, head over straight to Marigot. You know? So you don't have to take the local road in the bottom, you take the highway. And what maintain that is toll. Every time you hit on that, you pay a toll of 50 cents or $1, whatever, to go over to maintain it. From the time you hit that, you reach it straight in Phillipsburg. You know the amount of traffic that gonna ease up.
Well, yeah, and then what is interesting about that of these road projects? They don't need to be these massive parallel, meaning you along the line of where you got there and you're widening. That's not the issue. If you built a couple strategic roads or tunnels, you can cut the congestion by half. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you want to go to French Quarter, then I wouldn't be heading into and contributing to the congestion in Grand Cars. I only would go to Grand Cars, use I would because I'm going to Grand Cars or Royale. But if I'm going to French Quarter, guess what? Then I would use the tunnel to get into French Quarter. So I'm cutting the traffic in pieces.
Yeah. So from Marigot in French Quarter.
From Marigot, and again, I tell you, in a couple of minutes, you will get into French Quarter. And similarly, if they build tunnels into that drops the traffic into Marigot into St. Peter's. Similarly, so you ease up the congestion without needing to go build, tell yourself you're going to build the thing, I know you need 2 lanes or I don't know what. No, just effective strategic thinking would solve that problem.
Because since they say natural reserve and 5 years later, you know, you see it as a hotel, as a reserve, because normally natural reserve, if it need compensation, if you're doing something with it, which means it come back to the community. I have an idea. Since the Tentamao belong to the natural reserve, why we don't build a Saint Martin Hotel luxurious 5 étoiles luxe into Tentamao Island?
I would answer this way. St. Martin people.
That would generate tourism.
No, I'll put it this way. I think the natural reserve has to be brought under control. I think that there is a series of areas. I don't know at this stage whether decisions can be reversed in terms of reducing it. We have to do it. That is an area too where we have to find the competence that need to manage it and give 100% finance to get a St. Martin to come back to manage it. And take it away from the Europeans because the Europeans is managing it for the Europeans. Secondly, permit the fishermen to begin to use back these waters that we had. And they come telling, yes, and there's a certain amount of privileges where they letting their people get away with fishing in this supposed national reserve, natural reserve, and we can't get to do because we are not, our people is not in there. I think we just need to reduce the size of it and bring under control the vision of the national reserve, or natural reserve, where they run in it like a tool to take control of this country. Now, the Tentamao project, I don't know if I would want to build a hotel on it at this point in time. What need to be done in certain areas in terms of hotel is find ways and means of taking back hotels that they turn into apartments. I don't have a clear vision of how to do it yet, so I can't argue it, but we got to take it. So when you have properties that were hotel and you turn them into apartment, then you guarantee that I cannot get myself out of the problem. So rather than building hotels, we got to find ways and means of taking back that. We want an administration building foreign ways and means are taking the former Gus Martin building and make it an administration building, where rather than concentrating everything in Margot, they say they don't got parking over there. Send most of your management in there, but they cutting it up into apartments. So it's more a issue of stopping the amount of building and fine tuning the existing building. Do not permit no sales of hotel property, which is ways of employing people and making them apartments for Europeans to go live in them, and then they in turn go find jobs, because when they people open a business, they could come and get a job or wherever to be. So I don't know new hotels. I wouldn't touch Tetamar at this point in time.
Leave it as that.
Leave it for a natural reserve, but get the Europeans who managing it over there. I think that's the point in time. Little fishermen who used to go into fishing get back into their areas. There are certain areas you could reserve, but these people running it like you give them away. You give St. Martin legitimately to people whose ambition is to take control of this country.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. What do you guys think about the marina they want to build on the Galleria?
No. Leave it an open area. I think that should be reserved for Easter holidays and celebration. When St. Martin people, the Galleon should be untouched.
They're taking all our beaches, huh?
Okay, well there you go. So no, I think we don't need no hotel there, no marina. And when they build it, it means we can't get there. We can't get in again.
It's not for us.
It's a gated community.
You can't get in the Galleria again.
Yeah.
Besides, you can't get in no beach again. That's it. Beach finish for us. We can't get no beach.
And
So no, shut down the project.
And also that project there of it's a danger for the French Quarter people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's open waters there.
Open water. They won't get flooded out.
You can get flooded out
Yeah.
because that's the Atlantic Ocean. They're open to you.
Yeah.
So when you go saying depends on you mess with the breakwater there, and
That's it.
that's it.
There's a tsunami coming there.
Exactly. So government gotta know what they're doing. It's dangerous when you have the right people in place.
They
You know?
be sick, you know.
Oh, yo.
We go sell out the country like that.
And he thinking the same thing with that.
That's why you know he want a tsunami come fresh water. So that's why he moved to Concordia.
Yeah, and the same thing with the waterfront project. There depends on what they do to that water situation there.
That's it.
Senegal people is
Dead.
have problem now.
Dead.
Yeah, because there's a reason why this place is a natural.
That's what they call it sandy. The sand place.
Yeah.
It's water there. Don't mess with it. Leave it alone.
Yeah. They definitely have a natural breakwater there to keep the water in, and if they go mess with that,
Because I believe the European, they come in, they taking all your beach. After when they get everything,
they mess up your
they will
country.
send you in the bushes. They know they will say, no, that's not enough. We need our York in the bushes.
Yeah.
So we need our York on the island. So which means we can't live here no more.
Yeah.
The Martin, they want us to Martin just like St. Bad. I always say that. They want us to just like Paris. So you have to protect it. You have to get back all our beaches.
Well, like you say, and I was about to say it, mention that a while ago. I was hearing on the Guadeloupe News, or French, Guadeloupe News this today, where there is this association in St. Baz that went to France to complain about the high price of land in St. Baz and the overbuilding and the destroying of nature, which surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
Because St. Baz was supposed to be all nice and dandy and well protected for St. Baz people. But we also know that all a good nice story we hear about St. Baz and how they protect themselves. He's so good. He as clear cut as we understand. For the simple reason that over there, when you could got a multi-billionaire come and buy a piece of land for almost 100 million, it simply means that our land around that would go up. So you, the little non-white Babat, whatever they call them, ain't gonna play. You just ain't going to play. And St. Baz is in the process of pricing itself out for its own people. And the bed of roses that we hear is a place I never walked through, so I ain't gonna hate against St. Baz. It's just that I never visited it to any great extent. So I don't know. I'll not hear it expensive. So if it's expensive, I ain't going there to what I call it unless I have to. But the point I'm getting at is that even them is not managing the place for its people. They are taking it to a level that is shrubbing the average person from St. Barts who ain't got no land, who probably born there, can't even play. And even the average white who there is, sooner or later, it would not be able to live in that country by land. And it's not a small piece of a rock already to permit people to buy it for all of these millions. It just mean that
Some back in the grassroots.
they need a grassroots movement here.
Don't listen bad. That's why you need a grassroots movement.
Well, boy, these are a little complicated.
Because
I
you believe
just
that you need a permit to do a protest. So if the government going doing sharpness, so I gotta ask you, hey, you know what? You're doing sharpness, so I need a permit to protest against you.
well, I all they
find it
need to do.
ridiculous?
Well, the thing is, what we need to do then is, no, not we. But is one of their leaders, meaning their senators, should introduce a bill in government to make it legal to protest without having to act away. So it's easily done.
But they don't want it.
They don't want to protest again.
I don't want you to protest against me.
Yeah, but then they have to elect someone who.
But that's
who
not
will-
democracy. The people have the right to protest. You understand? C'est les droits de l'homme, hein? That's universal. They have the right to protest.
Droit de l'homme se donne à qui le cherche ou qui le revendique.
Aye.
Okay, if you don't fight for it, nobody's not going to give it to you. But you always say, look, if you're hungry and you don't tell me you want to eat, why would I offer you food?
What I see the other side looking up to the French side, they wish that they could have protested like the French side.
But nobody's stopping
but
them.
you can protest.
Yes.
They can protest
You can
Nobody's-
protest.
because I've seen protests already years ago, but they did
I
protest.
mean, admittedly, the last big set of protests with these heavy equipment thing, I hear something that don't make me laugh when I think about it. When they drag some of them, police come for them and they remind them, so they literally cry and say, please don't lock me up.
Oh,
Cry like a baby.
baby.
So maybe it is little instances like that teaches you by either you continue fighting or you pull back. And if the rebels of that point in time give in, then you ain't gonna produce no new generation of young people that have that fighting
And
spirit.
that's what happened.
And I think that maybe
They love that.
Because since that happened to them, since they get locked up, they break the spirit and never protest again.
They get frightened.
They get afraid.
Yeah. But there's a new generation. The new generation should stand up and we does send off a load of children in the north to study every year, but in the south similarly. But you see it visibly. The people show you in the pictures, and these dozens of kids leaving to go to school. And I don't know if they look to find out how much come back. They just throw them. So you notice, like as soon as a big man get out, come away. You know, I think it begins to look like, and it similarly happens in the north also. And
It's a dangerous thing.
but you can't survive as a nation if you do that.
It's a dangerous
It is the young people that replace the older ones, that replace their parents.
and then they come back brainwashed.
And they want to put that stupid land to the French side, so we got to ask a permit to protest.
Yeah.
That what they want to do now. No?
And that's what I was saying Wednesday on another radio station, that the protest that we did Wednesday and Thursday, it was good for the young generation
Yeah,
to see how we are doing it now.
yeah. So take over.
So one day when they grow up now, they know, well, oh, but I remember seeing some older folks at protests here.
We teaching them.
This is how I have to stand up to defend myself. This is what we need to do. And on the south side, they never get that. The generation.
The last time I hear something on the waterfront when they didn't want when they didn't want the boardwalk, the people there protest and police come Butu, you know.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
You think Shanam could come there and Butu anybody there? Are you insane? Boy, you gotta stand up.
Yeah.
Fernando Clark,
You
I
see,
guess,
they,
on Bluetooth.
yeah.
and I had a young lady there. I said,
They really Butu them, what you?
yeah, I was there.
Oh, your lord.
Yeah, get a few Bluetooth here. And the young lady, cause she would stand up, and speaking back. Bluetooth them by.
Butu.
Yeah.
But they got to tie down their forces and teach them that you have to protect the population and the population who pays you. If you're destroying property, fine, but if a person protesting a legitimate cause should not be mistreated, and there should be instrument in the law that permits the populace to challenge these type of things. Yeah, maybe that one got them frightened. I think they,
They frightened. They frightened.
yeah,
They frightened.
yeah.
They nothing. They frightened.
Well, learn take a little more Butu to be able to get out under Butu now, man. But these boys, well, yeah, they easy now.
At the end of the day, you are the government. The people
they
is the
look,
government.
they look like us, but when they get it by, you got to be a good runner.
Yeah. Oh, you teach them a lesson, eh?
Yeah, but man, it's
You know, but that's
man, I think it's, but they have to. They say that we are in a change of status over here, and that they got more autonomy than the North. Then they should begin to empower the people so that the people don't feel, because we look at the more civilization go forward, the more they learn to be afraid of anything. Just learn comfort. You get your food. You're hungry. Come tell me you're hungry. I give you a plate of food. You're sick. Come tell me. Even if you can't get a full bill paid, but just stay quiet. We lose. They are destroying that fighting spirit. The more civilization go forward.
Exactly.
And it's no different than the Lord. We got a level of cowardice that, but there is still a certain percentage of the population that is fighters or that is not afraid. But man, they got a level of cowardice and
Trust me, I see them on Wednesday and Thursday. I tell you.
yeah, they sit on the side of the road and they watch you like
and they from the place,
tourists. Yeah,
From the area,
like they behave different than the tourists.
Some through the window.
Yeah.
Some say from through the window.
Yeah, and
Instead
after
of
when you come, you have a point with them. Hey, pano, why would you? I from this place. I from this. Watch yourself. I from this. But when you're in the battlefield, I don't see you. You're afraid of tear gas.
Yeah. But maybe that's why we need to do it more often. We need to do it more. Keep it under control, of course. Don't do it in a reckless way of like violence. Do it in a peaceful way. But teach them that they have to stand up. They have to fight for what you want in life.
Well, I want to say, because I think we wouldn't give back the listeners they have now, whether they lose.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes on that.
Yeah, I just would say this though, is that we are for where we were because we almost got to go. But it's just to say that the crabbish mentality that we have really is dying a difficult death, where this attempt to destroy the messenger, which is the grassroots, who's bringing a message to the people. We had a sworn enemy of the grassroots, and he has publicly made it clear that he's the grassroots enemy, and he gonna do whatever he got to do to destroy the organization. And he gave us a lesson the other day to have us understand what we doing. What we would just tell him though is that, look, if you observe there's things that grassroots shouldn't do, then you do that part. If St. Martin is all of us and you think you're conscious, you do that part. We doing what we can do. We can't do everything. You should get involved in doing something also. The other thing what we would suggest is maybe he could figure out a way on getting control of the monkeys in the hill.
I'm glad you bring it up, because I heard that he said the grassroots were wiping the prefect backside.
Yeah, but anyhow, but I don't know if that is true, but I remember I was about to think about that with him and Peugeot. But now that he reminded us, I didn't know that he's doing it. I just would say though that if the prefect has shown restraint, we must recognize it. But we know full well that it is an attempt to drag us down.
Yeah.
You can't get the message. You can't get at our message. But so any little non-essential babyish, irresponsible, childish way, you just grab at it. I mean, there's nothing in our fiber that would make us perfect. But again, what we would say to him, and we got one job for him, tell us how we could get a country that is invaded by monkey under control. And maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't got time to tell us what we don't do.
He's 1,000.
Yeah.
I should call it Tarzan now. You don't
No,
want- you
make
don't-
yourself
you
a
don't-
Tarzan.
You don't walk the bush.
Don't worry about we got a lesson to take from nobody. I think we do as
Why
much.
he not walk him? I thought his life is bush life. He don't not about no.
But I don't got a problem with it. But when you come down, tell him we don't do this, we don't do that. Hey,
Yeah.
you go along go do it.
And he a good fan now because he listen to her every day.
But as for that part, I'm a freak out, you know. But I remember now, like you said, that it's so true. And maybe everybody observe it. At a certain time when he was bent on having the world understand how much he got to get rid of us. He tell us I listen to no grassroots program no more.
Right, listen
But I don't think he missed one.
you don't miss nothing. He
No.
said, I listen to them. I listen to them. We care for them. He said,
Exactly.
But what he
And I don't listen to him.
What he control? I long time he listen to him. What he control monkeys? He go take your iguanas one.
Yeah. And you ain't got no time to worry with me.
But you know one thing that does amaze me with the situation with them fellas about the Swadiga grassroots. There was the vexation come from because of the separation of, okay. So we gone away. Let's say the Swadiga gone away. If their way was so good and so strong,
Why to die
how
out?
come to die out?
But-
Will you continue doing what you're doing if,
No,
if,
but-
if it was so good?
But other than that, and that's so true, and I remember he said, well then, where, let me use the term because he called the name, he said, where Patriot gone and where,
Exactly.
where Carly gone. So I would suggest he join up with these three plus himself and make Glasgow too.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
But
you know, but
we didn't close up their mouth.
no.
We didn't close up the Patriot mouth. We didn't close up Jesse mouth. We didn't close up James
You
mouth.
know,
We didn't close
no.
up his mouth. Why I don't come together and do what
And
we do?
form another movement, yeah.
Fight for the thing that we fighting for.
He ain't doing that.
No.
He bashing on you.
He prefer staying in
No,
Wakefield.
well,
Yeah.
and that's what we want to say. So all we're saying is find occupation, and if you don't know what occupation to find, we give you two jobs to do. You tell us what to do. Go fix monkeys and iguana.
And I give him one last one to do.
Which one?
Just jump like 3,000.
Straight from west to west.
and let grass could do it work. That's just another way of
But
saying.
all joke aside, leave the grass will do his work because you know you just worrying about. I don't know the guy personally. I don't know him. I seen him on TV, and I just like the man. I don't like the mentality. You understand? It's all about sitting down and just on a mic and just bashing people. People walking.
Yeah, at least we doing something.
You know, we walking. We walking. We on the field. You in the French Carter people. We getting tear gas. We putting our life in line, but you in the back bashing.
But you know what it is? They're jealous.
Come on, jealous man.
They're jealous because we work on a project.
Yes.
And it's
And then
it's moving good and doing it.
then it.
All them
They are love for that to fail, eh?
all them who jump up sorry right now.
Yeah, sorry. They wish it would come,
Yes. And they were hoping that it go bad. Until it gone bad. So boo.
Yeah.
I don't want that bad. Hold on, don't forget it.
But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people vex,
Vex.
A lot of people vex. Since that protest there on Wednesday, Thursday,
How many vex?
well, they want to fail because they know grassroots was in the mix.
Yeah.
But it's a matter wake up in grassroots.
Yeah, they want to
So
fail.
if that fail, I say, yeah, you see that grassroots, that's what I lead them for you.
Yeah.
And they wasn't
They
good.
wasn't organized.
Yeah, they wasn't organized.
They
They have no
organized.
authorization.
Yes.
But everything went nice, so they
Everything-
vex.
Yes. Everything going good.
And there's the one who they say they for some
But
matter for you.
I got read a little. A supporter of the grassroots sent me a SMS this morning. I'll read it to share, and then just get off of them. And this young brother, and I'm reading his quote, and he said, "Good morning, courage, health, and strength. We are one people. Don't study those who spitefully don't want to understand the grassroots ideology. Stay focused. Are you for the people? For the people. The rest is showmen. These guys like saying me, I do.
Just I heard that already, yeah?
And this,
Oh, la, 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 la.
this is the comments of a little a young brother who just felt that he said we shouldn't be sidestepped by the message, and the people understand the little game that were played. But in all seriousness, we just would tell all our distractors one simple thing. We don't want to listen to take from nobody. We do what we got to do, say what we got to say. Who don't like it, then get your own program, get your own mission. We are doing, and all you're doing is following. And it's clear, okay, we are building road for St. Martin people to walk on. So if you want to run on our road, fine, but then at least be respectful and understanding for the work that we are doing, rather than doing the little stupidness you're doing, just appreciate what we are doing, you know. And as for the senator brother, the whip, we're gonna deal with here on Monday night. So we're gonna just
Hold on.
Save you for Monday.
Hold
save
on,
it for Monday.
I have to be careful. And they bashing two movements, and they bashing the grassroots, and they bashing the St. Martin Wake Up movement. So which means they have a problem with two names. They have a problem with the St. Martin Wake Up movement name, and they have a problem with the grassroots movement name. Well, they bash the grassroots much more. But Wake Up is in a shit place also.
Because they're jealous.
They're jealous.
They're jealous.
Jealous.
Sorry, we
It's shallow.
It's so shallow.
but
How come St. Martin is so bad?
the wake up part, the wake up St. Martin part, I would put it this way.
How come new members come in? Where the old one is? If the old one, I keep the fire, but we want to be here.
We wanna be there.
Oh, who they think they be?
We're gonna be stronger.
Who they think they be? They block not the place, the black dude there, but what you doing? Artists are doing something, what you doing?
That the same thing to say about the grassroots movement. The whole thing on Kara, the same name. Such a fool.
I should call a sculpture name then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna farm some new
Wall
more.
Boss, Wall Boss. What the hell you get? Who give that name? Wall Boss.
That's Sandbox Street.
Sandbox name.
Wall, he my boss for sure.
Boss of the wall.
Boss of what world?
His wall. You know what I got on
But
wall?
but at least what we should say though, you would.
If you want to say JJ all the way, they are not to do grassroots.
I think they
want to
will-
say X-ray go, hey, go pump me like that and Power Radio. I saw your wavy juice. I saw your wavy juice. Hey, what you do for you? He said your wavy juice.
No, he do not go job at the baby juice. Because
But what you tell everybody for?
because since he do that, right? You know what? People call me and ask me, you the man for the wavy juice?
Oh,
No, big up Billy. You doing a good job.
when me big enough now, because you're friggin' straight up to me.
Keep up here to go to work.
Friggin' straight 1,000
But
years,
stick to
1,000.
work.
Keep on talking about the wavy juice, man. Don't let anybody stop you.
All publicity is good publicity.
Don't let JJ stop you.
Thank God he never play my song. That's why I never vote for him. I tell him so in the face. You know what I tell me? You no good voter. Don't come to me and tell me do a song for free. I do it for you. Send him play it. But JJ play it. I played my car. I didn't give no song to play the drink. I guess I'm going to station. But I played my car. World
I know.
boss.
Well, boss is going to do a good job.
But I know.
He do a good job. He do a good job for himself.
Man got station that is.
But I hear the man say, boy, he sent some shots. They talk about me and married man, got child outside. I wonder who he was saying that to on the sandbox. All he was saying.
Yeah, outside outside.
Yeah, the man was saying that. So I don't know who he sent that shot to. Sound a lot of shookness. Watch out go here. Yeah, friggin' traitor. That man is a big traitor. That man is,
What boss is up?
he said so. He a snake.
No, but the man doing a good
The
job.
man is a snake.
The man talk about my wavy juice, brother. Leave the man promote for wavy juice. He have a station, and the man station is well structured. It's not like a rest station. That's what he tell me. The station is well structured, so you
He a snake.
can understand the man.
He promote your wavy juice.
When they-
Promote the wavy juice jackpot. Promote it. Promote it. Promote it.
When I come out and do my wavy juice, the man accept me. Okay?
What you do?
I come on and I promote my wavy juice. Never bother talking about it now.
Because of he.
And when I there, and when I there, he still he
I never hear you talk about the wavy juice business.
Yeah, man. People meet me and tell me talk about it.
Once.
Honestly. No, the day when he refused to put us on after the buffet now.
Yeah?
Yeah, he said that he'd bring me on the promote away.
He try to cover your backside.
And
How you try to do?
I know I've tried, but he
But what is that? I promote that you wavy juice. I promote that you wavy juice.
I make some sales since that. So the buy it. He
But
done a good job.
But he don't even know why he did that on that when he say wavy juice or not. Because he promoted more. Because after when he finished, people say, but what a wavy juice is, man.
Yeah.
So you do a good job. So keep on being negative. Your negativity go give publicity.
Yeah, but I doing a good job.
Now, let me tell you something, huh? All joke aside, I don't have no problem with the man. I don't have no problem with the man. I don't have no problem with the physical man. I have a problem with the mentality. You have to be careful.
He's one of us.
You want me?
Yeah, he has a man, no, so. I don't go back.
No, well, yeah,
I don't go poking some
we-
people. Even the fellow who got to take care of monkeys and the iguana.
Yeah.
He's one of us. We're gonna need people to take care of monkeys and iguanas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up to you two, radio, huh? Even though I hear, I don't know if the true Iowa basher, man, but big up to I, huh? Respect, you understand? Respect, you understand? You're one of me. Big up to all the management of Youth Radio, you understand? You understand? Big up one time, you understand? Even though I pay me, still
No,
have I.
did I play music though?
Big up. Play what music?
No, honestly. No, on a serious note.
You still playing it?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus.
They don't put the music like that.
They don't put it?
No,
You take it back then.
not Shamrock.
You ain't vexed no more?
Huh? But I will never vex with Youth Radio.
No, you never.
I just tell the people that I was banned from Youth Radio. Did I bash Youth Radio? I never bashed on Youth Radio. You go back and listen to the voice note. Go back on my Facebook page. I just said that I was banned from 92.5 Youth Radio. All of a sudden I hearing, yeah, this and that, JJ, he song you no good, and this how you think it be.
No, they don't play music. They don't play music. On a
Oh,
regular.
so why they bash me for?
No, for the comment because
But what comment? I ain't say bad, nothing bad.
no, you said nothing bad, but because you said about the senator, not the senator, the deputy, they don't want to have any confrontation with the deputy and you and the deputy and say, yeah, but I ain't doing nothing. So you know to make
Why they could do me? I have the freedom of speech.
yeah, but you know
So they do me. So they gotta bash me for nothing.
no, they're trying to save the radio station because
So by bashing me, by saying my music is no good.
they say music in the
So I hear.
I know. I didn't hear that.
But why would you bash me? I ain't say nothing.
You just said that.
But they can't do me nothing. They tell me don't call the radio station no more. I stop calling. So why you keep on bashing me for then?
yeah.
If I was calling, they would say, man, JJ, respect on us and this. I call. As soon as I say the call is banned, I never call again.
I never called. No.
Okay? So why you keep on bashing me for?
That's why I understand what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
understand what's going on.
Yeah.
If I keep on calling, you say, and again, they know if you mean you, they say, actually, by Jay respect on us, man, they want us to do. I stop calling.
Yeah.
Just somebody asked you to sing a little song in the chat room. That we
You want to say a song? Billy D! You're a traitor! JJ all the way! Say so! And I will always be on your case until the end of time. To such a bash! I'm gonna be bashing you! Yeah. So big up to all the chat room members. Big up to you guys. 139 in the making. Big up to all of you guys. Big up to all. So much name I can't mention a lot.
Yeah.
But big up to all of you. Big up to keeping St. Martin safe. You understand? We love all you so much. Big up to the grassroots movement. Big up to the St. Martin Wake Up Movement team. A lot of people want to know who's the president, who's the tail, but thing on the president, thing on the tail. As long as you are St. Martin, you stand up for your country. Not only verbally, but physically. We see you on the street. Your support. You are St. Martin Wake Up. You
Definitely.
understand? Big up to Madame la Présidente, Ali Nonson. I have to big up. Because she done a lot of things. And I believe she want to get out of there as soon as possible because it look like she fighting a battle by herself. She do her arrêté, but her arrêté is not being respected. I never see that in my life. A law been passed, signed by your president and the European. So when they do their law now, we have to respect it. But you respect our law. You understand? So I have to big up to Madame la Présidente. I have to big up. I big up the rest of the crew because I don't know the rest of the crew. I just
second emotion. I big up la president.
I have to big up because I believe she really want to help St. Martin people, but she hands tie. She hands tie. You understand? So we have to get it on tie. This is where we come in right now.
So they got grassroots movement.
Yeah, because maybe the 24 members ain't got your back, but we got your back.
Yes.
You understand? We got your back. So big up to Madame Ali Nonson one time. Big up to la présidente de la collectivité. I wish one day I could have a meeting with you to talk to you because you're a smart woman like me. And that's what I'm saying. I want nobody to do nothing to you. I know you went through a bad thing the last year. You understand? So big up to you one time. So yeah.
Also, JJ, before we sign off, before we sign off, I got a big up on the chat that
Yes, sir.
you
Right.
create. I think is a very good initiative that you did, and the people are responding.
To get the people together, it's all about getting the people together. It's
And
all about
if we could keep that chat room that you got there on a level of bringing the people together and understanding the fight that we got to fight, we win. We win.
big time,
Right now we're winning.
big time.
So big up to you again, and
Thank you, man. Thank you.
keep it rolling.
Not only me, you can't big up to me. Big up to the grassroots movement, the St. Martin Wake Up team, because as you can see in the
Martin
chat,
Wake Up team.
as you can see in the chat room, team actually the chat room.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So big
That's
up.
not, that's not my chat room. That's St. Martin Wake Up movement chat room. That's
Big
not
up.
my chat room. So I got nothing to do with it. I just created it.
Yeah. I got big up.
So I'm bigging up myself.
all
I'm bigging up the
members-
whole team.
all the members who went in a negotiation with the St. Martin Wake Up.
Yeah, Cédric, Lucien,
Yes, big up, big up.
Freddie.
Big up. Wow, the man them just and
yeah.
who was
Patrice.
and all the folks that was in the streets also for Wednesday and
Yeah.
Thursday.
Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up,
St.
big up.
Martin
big up.
is
We
wake up.
we taking over.
We taking
No,
over.
And what's so sad, Guillaume brother, he bashing the St. Martin Wake Up movement so bad, and he's saying, I don't think they should wake up now, We wake up or not?
Yeah.
But he said, I don't think they should wake up now, I believe they should get up. But what you want?
You should get up.
You should get up. So I just getting up.
He better need to get up because I see.
Yeah.
That wouldn't get up supposed to be.
I believe I should take care here on Monday.
Yeah.
But he's saying, we wake up, so I shouldn't wait. I should get up instead.
Yeah, we come for you Monday.
But
I go for you.
Monday we gonna deal with you.
I would suggest though, it's a fact that JJ brought his chat room with him tonight to really do. Yeah.
It's all over there.
Yeah. They follow him.
They follow him,
That's
yeah.
a good thing. That's a good thing.
I make sure
So-
tell them I was on, so they make sure on, so they faithful, so big up to them one time.
So I guess what we could do then, we could drag back JJ if you want them to follow. But no, we tell the chat.
I will make sure tell them that you guys will be on Monday, so they could follow this time on the radio this time.
Yeah.
And then you can call in there.
No. They go calling, not me. Because I ban.
Not only that, but we could walk through the chat.
Yeah, they will give their and you guys will walk through the chat because
Yeah.
they could give
The
the question through the chat.
Through the chat.
You understand? Because I can't call in, but if they call in, they ban. I ban.
Yeah, but you could send message through the chat too.
Yeah, no problem. And yeah, okay, that's good. I can't call in, but I'm gonna send message through
Send
the chat.
message through the chat.
Okay.
You have not to walk them. Hey, Sham, we should both know to walk them, Sham.
Hey, Sham, bye. What is that? Oh, Sham, I say it again, bye. Something, Sham, bye, no?
Yeah, man.
Sham, bye, man. Sham, bye. Hector!
Hector.
Sham, bye, man. Sham, bye. When Sham see me in the road, bye, chi all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up to Sham, man. Go never get vexed.
Can't get vexed with Sham.
One, the white girl tried that once, and
They put
the
separate
DJ,
title.
the DJ white girl, remember?
No, but
Oh, yeah.
She tried something.
don't forget.
Manu.
She tried to put me and Sham in problem,
Yeah.
but that didn't work.
Yeah.
You still tight.
Yeah,
No,
Daniel,
but
Daniel trying to put our head in trouble now.
No. I don't have no problem with you two radio. I have problem with Daniel. Even though you two radio ban me, I don't have no problem with you two radio. I respect that because they have to eat. Shamaga eat all, everybody have to eat, man.
Two children, man.
Two children, so I can't afford that. I stop calling.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna finish with Daniel case.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay,
the most powerful man in the studio is in the studio right now.
Billy
So
D,
we got to
Billy-
hand him his station.
Billy D is my chest.
He good,
Billy D is my shit.
go with that.
My shit list and Daniel also. So big up to the big man there.
The big man, though, right now, we
Yeah,
got.
you gotta go,
we got
guy.
people listening.
Get him out of the station, boy. You crazy? You gotta get up here.
No,
Get him out of the station. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice station, man. Big up to you, man. One time. Love it,
Yeah,
man.
got a bigger Power Radio one time. It's one of the
Yeah,
most
man.
powerful.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It will be if it's not the most powerful right now, it will
On
be
its
the
way.
most
It's on
powerful.
its way. Yes.
Yeah.
on its
This will be the most powerful. And folks, if you find that it dropped a little bit, don't worry. That we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna take care of that drops, and we're gonna put everything level.
Yeah, they say that in the chat room there.
And then what we're gonna also do for you guys is that if you have to jump in your car and you don't have internet, we soon gonna be going on a normal radio station, so you can go in your car and tune in. I ain't gonna tell you which one yet because we're negotiating between a few of them.
Big up to
Few
Mystic
more.
also, huh? Mystic is in the chat room, so big up to Mystic one
Big up
time.
to Mystic. Big up to Mystic one time. couldn't make it because of
No, well, we wouldn't be going on the radio waves per se. It's just to be able to reach maybe mainly the elder audience.
Yes.
That need to be said.
True.
But it would always be power radio from which we would be walking.
Yeah.
It's not that we're going on at a radio station.
No, but it walking
It
through
would,
here.
yeah, it will be walking through here.
So if I mean for those who have to go to work and have to jump in the car, and they can't listen to it, you could tune in your car,
Mhm,
and if in a place where you don't have internet, you can tune in your car or on a normal
But
radio.
other than that, then but always use, because the most how should we say that, the most effective experience will always be by listening directly to radio, which also has a YouTube component to it,
Yes.
and only that will only be able to be experienced via the internet.
When I listen to it through and my phone home, it'll go through good, huh?
Yeah.
It's just when I go and I see on the chat room people talk about it. When you're on the phone, it's going to go, but when you're in a computer, breaking up a little bit.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Okay.
And I experience it in the chat room. They tell me that also, so I don't know what happened.
So me,
The management working on that. Management
On the
have
phone, perfect, no cutting off, nothing.
have all that straight.
okay.
Yeah, but when you use a computer, it's pam pam. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the line. I don't know what went on.
No, it's a bandwidth that we have to work.
To walk
Oh,
on.
the time and whip.
Not a time with. Tom will come.
You say whip.
I watch a surprise, man. Yeah.
We got a lot of people know what time on with. So.
One good old days.
Aye.
Yeah, when your mother send you for the town whip, you got a problem on your
You
hand.
got a problem.
And you got a play coming up too.
Yes.
What to do? When I do that thing, go look for a time and whip for me.
I just married the gay people.
Yeah, that's all I do.
I'm going to add to marry.
No. What you do? I tried to ban JJ.
How about whip for you?
I tried to pull the plug on the grassroots. Well, you gotta go look for that time and wait for me. Yeah, the cartoon enjoying now. Why?
Anyhow, folks, we gotta go. We gotta go now. We give you more than
Yeah, more than payback.
payback.
Yeah, man.
That's how the grassroots is. When we get in government, the same thing we do.
Same thing.
Same thing.
For the people.
For the people.
Yeah, always for the
Give
people.
them more money than they expect.
For the people, man. For the people.
Yes.
And big up to you, Power Radio also, because that's a new technology right now. No?
Yes.
Just let me tell you something. The new technology right now will be internet radio, huh?
Oh,
Just now.
Yeah.
Because it's much cheaper.
it's cheaper.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah. And
You see all them towers here, that done, no?
everybody got access.
Yeah.
Yes. Folks, we gone. You know God love you, right? Yeah. Pray every day, and you keep the sickness away. And grassroots is there with you.
Watch the young boy flip over.